Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? Ash
You're
is not stealing the opening from me this time. Hey, everyone.
Yeah, I'm being nice. I'm allowed to be nice because I love you.
Well, I love you too. And yeah, it's we're Darktiding again. Hello, everyone in chat. Let's see. Brom, EA, Gotchi, Millie. Yeah, how y'all doing?
Yeah.
Hello.
We also got Zeph and Boobs with us because Zeph is actually free today, so and he likes Darktide. So yeah, and Boobs is here too, I guess. All right, we're wait for Boobs to get back. Oh, and while we're here, I'm gonna pet the dog.
Yes.
Brother, you know I'm like, my kitchen's right next to my computer. Kitchen's huge.
Oh, there's different pet animations.
Yep.
Okay, you know what? I respect the hell out of this. Like unironically.
There's always somebody out there on the internet who's like, why do you care if you can pet the dog? It's like, why put dog in game if not pettable?
Yes.
Yo.
Can I pet that
Look,
dog?
I agree with that, but I also hate that can you pet the dog account purely because he's a fucking woke retard.
I mean, okay, yes, but like, yeah, I've seen people, like, I didn't even know that was a fucking account, but I'm not surprised, but like, genuinely.
Wait, really?
I don't think I knew that either.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys have never heard of Can You Pet the Dog?
I have. I
Nope.
didn't know anything about his politics.
Apparently, he was talking bad about one game because it was, quote unquote, right leaning.
Wow. Well, anyway.
But I thought right-leaning people didn't make art, so they can't make games either.
This is true.
Yeah, right. They're just uncreative. No, you just don't get it. They're just uncreative. That's why it's a.
All right, I'm gonna say it. Video games aren't art. We need to stop treating them like they are. They're fucking video games.
No, that's not true. They are art.
It's very. This is a very subjective thing. And I think what people get into when they say art, it means something higher and different. It's just not true. If you can feel things and it brings something out of you, that's pretty much what. When somebody says games are art, that's what they mean.
Yeah,
Look,
it's like
look. Fucking action films are plenty artistic, but they're pure spectacle. Video games are plenty artistic, but are often pure spectacle. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
they don't need to be a walking simulator.
the whole argument that video games aren't art, and I remember where that comes from. It was Roger Ebert said that a video game is a collaborative effort and not like a movie, which is done by a single creative vision, which
is retarded.
Yeah,
sorry.
No. That's fine. It is retarded because because basically saying, oh, it doesn't count when it's a video game is what he's saying. Because movies are also collaborative efforts. One man does not make a movie, even if there is a director.
They were collaborative efforts back even when they were fucking silent.
Oh shit!
Saying that. But by the time of fucking Roger Ebert saying that they weren't collaborative and were a single creative vision, my brother in fucking Christ, so many movies are the product of a fucking committee. Shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, you have these. I mean, there's a reason why you hire professionals for every piece. So, like, you get like your electricians who do all the lighting, and you get the cinematographers, and all these people that are absolute professionals in what they do, and you use them to help you get that vision that you have as a director.
Yeah.
So of course it's collaborative.
Yeah, it's like he's trying. I guess what he's trying to argue is that it's because of the what do you call it? Even if more than one person works on a movie, it's all the director's vision. Which, let's be real here, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
The director doesn't have a fucking movie without the screenplay or the budget, or like everything that goes around it. The director just sits there and claps the fucking board.
Wonderful timing. My cousin just got here, so I might not be talking for a minute.
That's fine.
Okay.
Real quick though.
None of that. None of that came through, Boobs.
I think that may have been the intention.
No, it was meant to. Hold on, it was meant.
No, dude, you totally peaked and it disappeared.
Yeah, you peaked.
Hold on. Let me try it again then.
He peaked in his 20s.
Oh my god, I keep peaking. Fine, I won't
Total
do it.
twink. Yeah, total twink death. It happens, homie.
Canon S spawn sound from Dawn of War, I guess.
Mad drip, by the way, Ash.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, your capes, our capes are floating.
Yep.
Man, it only took him like, what, 3 years to add a story to the game?
For real.
Look. It took fucking Destiny like 5.
Okay, fair. That's entirely fair.
That wizard's from the moon.
What the? Oh, listen, it was vitally important to the Destiny lore to know that wizard came from the moon, but not what we were actually doing and why, or what happened with the collapse that he could have told us about, but chose not to.
Need I even mention that, like, not only in addition to, like, 5 years, it also took them 2 iterations of the same game. 3 goes of the fucking entry story, and then, like, doing a living story thing where they got rid of, like, whole
Just let me die. Just genuinely let me die for a minute. Sorry. Like, literally, this is really bad timing.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna go talk to my cousin for a minute. Like, I did not know she was coming over today.
Okay. It's okay, dude.
So, sorry, guys.
It's okay, dude.
Okay. Best laid plans and all that. I mean I'm out of bullets. Fine. Riot shield it is. Die off! Oh shit.
Back up. Sorry about that.
There's a dog coming. Also, I was pushing the Alt button to try to dash, because that's the dash button in Doom. Oh,
yeah,
I need that.
That's still fucking like, chaps my asshole, not it. Ah! Ow! Shit, like,
upstairs.
not a collaborative effort, my ass. Like, that is the most, like, no true Scotsman argument I've ever heard when it comes to, like, fucking, Roger Ebert, because it basically amounts to, like, it's different when we do it.
Oh, by the way, that was his second take. His first take was that they are not art, never were art, and never will be art. That was his first take. Not
at the risk of saying something really fucking awful, I can see why he got throat cancer. His voice was not wanted in this world.
Dark, but,
Look, I won't say deserved or anything like that, but I will say, like, kind of ironic that a dude who would say such stupid shit would get that particular one. Up there with fucking, oh, fuck. Total Biscuit.
Oh, thank fuck for my cousin.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I hope you get ass cancer and die. Gets ass cancer.
That's why I've never made that as an accusation, because I actually believe in karma. Welcome back.
I thought you were Christian, not Indian.
Well, I'm still not fully back yet. My cousin's still watering plants, but she's gonna grab me on her way out, because she's gonna be a really great younger cousin to get me beer.
Oh, nice. But no, it's a matter of God. What I believe it is a matter of God being like, wow, you're kind of being a dick,
I would not count that a failure.
Okay, but I thought like God helped people who help themselves. So what I'm saying is be proactive about your. I won't finish that statement.
No, I mean, but you're not wrong. I get what you're saying.
I won't finish that statement because this is fucking Twitch.
Yeah, thank you, honey. Thank you for thinking of my Twitch career, and yours, actually.
This is true.
Well, will you calm down?
And all the shekels you pay me as your mods.
Barking at my cousin?
Wait, I don't pay you at all.
Get
I mean, he pays me.
He does?
He pays me to be his heel. Yeah, you always. Yeah, you told me not to tell Zeph.
Wait, why are you paying me? I'm the streamer. You don't have. You don't have $5.
I'm having to pay him. With so much dickings.
Fresh hot Dickies, just handing them out.
Fucking $40. What are you trying to get my last $20 for?
But 10 men? You're trying to take my last 9 men? Well, hi there, ugly. Man, the dogs are so overpowered. I love it.
They're great.
Yeah. Like, look, there are so many maps where, whether you're solo or just like the last man standing, a fucking dog will just come along, and a dog or a trapper will just come along in a group and screw you the fuck over. At least in this case, the dog can help you with a dog.
In before people say running with a dog doesn't count as true solo.
It gives you coherency for the record. It also, so here's the thing about solo in this game. If the game registers you as out of coherency, like if your coherency is 1, it will actually try and spawn stunners around you.
Yeah, so basically...
the dog does register as coherency too, which is why if you're running the fucking what's it called for Zealot that like gives you an extra. Basically, the thing that always gives you minimum 2 coherency. It actually checks for that, and then it says, "Oh, you're in coherency. Never mind." It'll keep normal spawn rules around you.
Okay. Where?
For the record, I have a buddy that autistically plays this game and like min-maxes a lot of it.
Oh, okay. I was like,
is that Indy?
Yes, that is our Mr. Man. A certain subcontinent of people. They should go back there.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, here's the thing. I'll take a Vegeta over a Frenchman any day.
Understandable.
You can say that word?
Anyway.
If it's not something I can't say, I wasn't aware. I'm sorry.
Anyway. Zeph.
Yes, sir.
MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries getting a Clans DLC. How do you feel?
You know, I'm actually really excited. I think that they've got enough time to have worked out the kinks on the Mercenaries game. Or not Mercenaries, the Clans game, and so now it's going to fit tightly into 5 Mercenaries.
Man,
yes.
Real talk, that's going to be funny to me if Clans was just a paid for beta test for the MechWarrior 5 DLC or the Mercenaries DLC.
That's not the first time they've done something like that, so I think it's very possible, and I'm all for it.
Oh shit!
Hey Bo, if the answer is no, that's fully cool. But you mind if we do the event missions?
I don't know if we can do them because we're going through the story.
Fair, that's fine. By the Emperor's light, I love the relic sword.
First are coming. Popped him. I love the longer range shotgun. Also, I need to heal.
It is not too late to set aside this foolishness and embrace the grandfather.
I would argue some summoner classes have had some great skill expression through the pet's minions, depending on the MMO. Oh yeah, certainly not Rift, but Ash and I were talking about that earlier. Or Guild Wars 2, or any MMO where the pet is just a retard that doesn't do what you want it to.
Yeah. It really depends on how much and what can you do with the pet. Like, Final Fantasy XIV used to give you a lot of, like, actions to do individually with your pet as, like, a scholar. But, like, they also had a tendency to die if exposed to even the slightest bit of AoE. And rather than, like, do what, like, WoW did, like, over a decade ago, which is, like, just reduce AoE damage to your pet by, like, 80%.
If not nullify it.
They just made them immortal and made them like a totem, and like made the abilities like not like their own hotbar. you know, a lot of like gross oversimplifications that didn't need to happen. You know, love the game, but I like any game you play for a long period of time, you're going to have no shortage of gripes about.
You're specifically thinking Necromancer and EverQuest 2.
Well, see, you know, I got to tell you, after playing a little more with summoners, I have to say them bringing out basically their avatars, and they're just in the way, man.
Oh fuck yeah! You
Really
can
distracting.
get them. You can get them shrunk.
Yeah, there's a command to shrink them.
It's
Okay.
yeah. So there's like a side quest with like it's off of Thalbergem, in the Arcanist's place, and I can't remember what unlocks it, but just like if you need like information, look up Eggy Glamour, and that will like get you the you know, like guides to it. But the Eggy Glamour system is a command prompt system for changing the look and size of your Eggies. So like, for instance, if you preferred the carbuncle look, you can basically make your Eggies like post like summoner look like the carbuncles again. And you can make them smaller, of course.
You guys think I should really be trusting my cousin with my debit card?
No, has she ever led you wrong?
No, usually not.
Like,
it's pretty good then.
Like I've got a lot. I've got a lot of cousins. Some of them are very straight-laced. One of them is a piece of trash. I would trust the straight-laced ones. I would not trust the piece of trash one.
Oh no, me and my cousin are always pretty close. Yeah, she's 21 now, so I can have her give me alcohol. Oh
Where'd
shit.
that bitch come from? Fuck you.
Isn't it not? I mean, I almost asked if I could ride with her, but I mean, I'd rather stream with my boys.
Guinevere. Alright, yeah, that's you.
That'd be boobs. Always rolling girl characters who can stare at their ass.
Yeah, and?
Well, see, I'm not one of those weirdos who thinks that's gay for some reason.
It's actually not my thing.
It's honestly really
Look.
weird. It's honestly really weird to me how fucking people psychoanalyze every choice a guy makes like that.
I'm just saying. All right, you wanna know why I run female characters in this game?
Why?
I think the Zealot specifically sounds a lot more fanatical than male. And Sister of Battle.
Ow! Ow!
The Emperor demands you fight!
That time you didn't pee. Everybody
Yeah,
up.
because I wasn't trying to pitch my voice like the Canoness in Dawn of War.
You know, fair.
Like I was literally like when I was doing "By the Emperor's light, I lead." I was literally trying to match her pitch. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm kind of Ordo Hereticus maxing.
Yeah.
I swear they must have buffed the syringes a bit.
Tertium
No,
is
they've been.
Tertium is part of the New York subway. They never show footage of. You know, yeah, I believe it.
That place that all the abandoned tubers go to.
Oh boy, liminal spaces. Yes.
Look! I find that shit wildly cool. You know, like the idea of like the Paris undercroft, or you know, locked off areas of like the New York sewers and stuff like that.
Or Chicago for Dresden.
Oh right, was it? No, wait, no. I'm thinking of San Francisco, which has like a whole underground city.
There's some underground stuff for Chicago too, or as far as it's not quite as true as that, but yes, that is a plot in Dresden Files.
Wasn't there a found footage movie about like the Paris catacombs?
Yeah. As above,
so below.
And I heard it was pretty bad. As most
Well, like-
found footage movies tend to be.
Look, Bo, me and you, one of our biggest disagreements is you like Cloverfield. I personally don't like Cloverfield.
Well, I mean,
it's part of a genre I don't like.
I mean, I'm straight up said I think Cloverfield is the only good found footage movie. Well, that and Chronicle.
See, I didn't even like Chronicle.
Fucking...
Oh.
Yeah, like, I think there was also a Jackie Chan Adventures episode dedicated to, like, stuff dealing with the San Francisco, Undercity.
Got it just here. Okay.
One of the coolest things about Jackie Chan Adventures is the fact that it, like, had every Asian culture represented, and they even was like, oh no, he's Japanese. Our Chinese powers don't work.
Yeah, fucking there was literally an episode where our uncle contemplated piecing out on the plot because Toru was actually like informed about like the monsters and Hanafuda culture or Hanafuda cards and Japanese culture, and he's like, I'm completely useless, and he like, he's clearly become the master. I'm not needed.
Thoughts on the new Black Templars models and new drop pod? Drop pod kind of lame because they took all the customization out because you can't close it anymore. New Black Templars models are fucking excellent. I love them.
Our dogs being the goodest of boys.
Yeah, you and I are
not.
You and I are a shoegazer band right now. I was playing Darktide earlier today. I ran into a guy using VC to roleplay as a commissar. It was great. Yeah, for my own. I unlocked the riot shield and pistol. I was waiting for that. Yeah, no, that's some like. As cool as that is, there's a reason I don't have the area voice chat on in any game I play.
For people like me.
Yeah. It was just recently I realized I forgot to turn it off in Dune Awakening. I'm very lucky.
All the Duning.
Yeah, I've been no life in that game.
I wish I had like the chops to like a LARP, but I am fucking not a very good fucking improviser. Like past my fucking like immediate jokes, you can usually tell I haven't fucking thought like an idea out past a certain point. So like if I try even a little bit of LARPing and somebody like meets my energy and I'm like, I didn't think I have to go beyond this point, sorry.
Well, it's a skill, so
Yeah.
I mean, don't beat yourself up on it. It's something you have to work on.
I mean, Han, don't worry. You're plenty creative. Like I fully said, like you've contributed so much to my fucking, about my own fucking world building, just bouncing ideas off you and all that stuff and contributing ideas. I mean, I specifically remember I came up with the name of the homeworld of an alien race because you kept hitting me with that stupid fucking joke about that stupid fucking thing I hate in sci-fi settings where the aliens are named after their homeworld because like we're not the humans from Humia, we're the humans from Earth, okay?
Yeah.
It's not it's not the Turians from Turia, it's the Turians from Pavalin. It's Pavalin, right?
But I like the Yacha from Yacha Prime.
Shut up, Boobs.
It was Parvalin.
Parvalin, thank you. I get, yeah, or the big hip space gypsies, the Quarians from Rannoch.
Quaria?
No, Rannoch, shut up.
And the
What the
Asari from
avatars from
Asaria.
Pandora?
Oh, it's called Thessia, right?
Yes, it
But
is.
yeah, no, I hate that so much when sci-fi writers are like that. So when you start joking about that one species I came up for my own setting, I just came up with a fucking planet name to shut you up.
I always look that up sometimes because it's kind of hilarious. Because like, okay, for those who don't know, me and Bo communicate pretty much predominantly through those like potato emoji stickers that I use on like on Discord, but they're in like a sticker pack on Telegram. But at the time that like he named the planet, I was like using this like the sticker pack on Telegram of like a horned gecko with this really fucking sassy expression. And I'm just like we're like bouncing off ideas, talking about things like a race known as the Serari. They're basically they have features similar to axolotl, and they are originally aquatic.
Yeah, they're axolotl people for all intents and purposes.
But anyways, like I finish off a statement, relative to like the like medical aspects of like seaweed from their planet. like by referring to their planet as Seraria, and like his very next post is Shutar, and I'm just like,
their homeworld is named Shutar. Shut the fuck up.
yeah, it literally is like Shutar, me, smug-horned gecko. Their homeworld is called Shutar, smugger-horned gecko. I pulled that out of my ass now just because. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Think fast. Polnaris, Adrania, Draconia, and he's just like, stop!
Yeah.
Trust you are pleased, Varlet.
I'm making, I'm upgrading me new weapons so they're,
New marvel is a work
you know, not shit.
They're the Blood Angelians from Blood Angels.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
They're the Ballians from Ball.
Now, the Blood Angels would be from a planet called Angelus for peak fucking like it
would be a jealous prime.
I hate all of you. I hate all of you.
And their moon would be called Sanguine, something like that.
Okay, so like here's the question with like the Imperial Fists. Would they be from Fist Prime or Wallace?
No, Bubba Wallace is the
Prime.
name of the planet.
Wait. Wallace? What?
Wallace. Yo.
Oh,
because,
fuck
like,
you!
It's
Fuck
a big,
you.
beautiful wall. Maybe even a dome.
And
A
like,
golden dome.
and like
Much
knowing
better than the Iron Dome.
knowing fucking Warhammer writing, it would be like the culture of the planet Wallace has like the Emperor deified as like a great beautiful wall, and they really enjoy building walls all over the place. In fact, it's not uncommon for children to learn how to wall in their parents.
Yeah, fucking Nova in chat. They would be from the planet Brick. Hey, I'll be right back real quick, guys. Hold on.
Face walls from the planet from Wolvus.
Are you putting on your AFK
Iron
screen?
Warriors from the planet Bitterness. Yes.
I am very bitter, and you are the cause. I know, and I don't care.
All right, can I say something?
Yes.
I really think the little pilgrim hats that Inquisitor and Ordo Hereticus wear is peak drip.
It's really good, dude.
Dude,
I mean- Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I love the Ordo Hereticus drip in Darktide.
It is kind of just wild how like sometimes you'll have all this other stuff, and then all of a sudden like turn of the century like old Earth witch hunter shows up, but it's like a high tech setting with like flying cathedrals and shit. It's like it feels like an anachronism, but it's like completely in context.
Oh yeah. it's perfectly
Yippee!
in
T-Man sent my stuff!
You know, I really am to the point. If I do order some, I'll be like, T-Man, I can just drive by, dude. There's a tea company literally in my city that boots.
Dragon's Treasure or whatever.
DragonTreasureTea.com. You can use code Amalgamate for 10% off at checkout. Save.
Okay, boobs. Whose sponsored shit are you saying in out loud?
Oh, the T-Man.
The T-Man.
Okay,
I'm chilly T-Man.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, no, I can actually get on trouble on YouTube for that. I'm not sponsored
Wait,
by.
really?
I'm not sponsored by anyone. YouTube. Yeah, no, I actually.
Wait,
can't.
really? I can't make that joke on YouTube?
You can't.
Fuck. I'm sorry. I didn't know, Holby.
Yeah, no, I'm not sponsored by anyone. YouTube.
Massa Bowman. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Massa.
Look, well, we could probably get you something.
Dude,
link or
like,
something
I'm
from
not
that.
gonna lie.
How would I even get sponsored by somebody? I don't even.
Bo, I'm not kidding.
Hmm?
If I have the extra money, I will pay you the $200. Get the T-Man T-Man code. I would do it.
Huh.
Because he allows you. You could pay for your own support code.
I didn't know that. Huh.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I mean, you could request to be an affiliate. Dude, you could probably get an affiliate with him.
I
He's
imagine so.
He'd probably like you.
This stream sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
I refuse. Hold on.
Dude, do you know how much Raid would pay a guy of your size, Bo? I'm not even like, okay. Like, look, I know I'm kind of derailing the stream, but I have seen the numbers Raid pays for guys your size. $5,000.
I refuse to believe that.
But what about dudes
No, they
who
really
are bigger
do
than
pay a lot.
average size?
Okay, here's what. How the fuck? Okay, how the fuck are they earning any money if they're paying people $5,000 a pop?
Well,
Chinese gotcha games.
You know
Yeah,
what?
Chinese
You know what?
gotcha
Actually, you know
games.
what? Fair.
Also, I won't lie. Their fucking adverts are pretty enticing at times. Look,
I've
look.
played it for a smaller streamer before. It's very okay.
Yeah.
But I could see
Alright.
people getting into, you know. And I think
Well,
I want to
what
say he did get he got a couple thousand at least.
I was gonna say this, Bo. I might have to stop in the middle of the mission
Okay.
if my cousin comes back.
All right.
But it literally will be the last time, I promise.
That's okay. Yeah, just let me know. Just let me know. That's all I care about.
Yeah. Last time was last minute. I seriously did not know she was coming.
Yeah. So if I know why you're getting your ass ate by something, I'll know. Okay.
Yeah. She's being a really cool cousin and going to get me alcohol, and I said she can buy whatever she wants.
Okay. I'll Bromda. We wouldn't be sponsored by Turtle Crusade because 1, dead game. 2, they had no money to begin with. It's always a shame to me that game failed. I thought it was fun, but granted, I know why it failed. It failed because they fucking couldn't balance the fucking thing.
But while we may not be able to talk about non-existent sponsors, we can remind that 70% of you have not by this point subscribed. Here's your chance to click that bell and that notification button.
All right, Bo.
Ash.
I'm gonna derail your stream and make it political.
Okay.
I don't care that you don't want it. We're talking about our favorite Godzilla kaiju.
You mean
Mothra.
Listen, I'm a fan of the OGs. Okay. Rodan, Anguirus, Mothra. But
I will say,
look, Bo.
I will say, I do have a fondness for legendary King Kong because, like, he's like, he feels like, I'm not going to say more of a character as like a slur on fucking like most other kaiju, but like by compared to the original King Kong and versus Godzilla.
that's fair.
No, you're absolutely right, and that's how I feel about it too. I really enjoy the Kong, like the legendary Kong stuff.
Yep. Also, my favorite villain kaiju is King Ghidorah. I don't care if he's overused.
Well, he is the Godzilla villain. Come to me, Arbites. Your Inquisitor needs you.
But like, I like Mothra because she's pretty, and also because she's generally well-meaning, and also because I do ship that with Godzilla. Look, it doesn't need to be like mad shoujo hours over here. You can just be like implicit things like Godzilla being happy to see Mothra Prime, or like him keeping his eyes on her figuratively. The fucking eyes on me from Final Fantasy VIII begins to blast.
Oh, by the way, Ash, I made a decision. Final Fantasy IV.
Oh, sweet.
Wait, what about it? What about 4?
He's gonna play Final Fantasy IV.
Oh, nice.
I have a
Rogel Dorn's colossal
handheld
chain blade.
that's
Too
quite
Psyche!
enemy, but an elite sisterhood.
He just Rogel Dorned me.
Raised from infancy
Yeah.
to adult to alive
So I'm not gonna be able
disposal.
to. So I'm not gonna be able to hear
Expanding
shit
ever
for about a
outward
minute here.
To onlookers, less a flesh life, but rather some unstoppable agency
Oh, my
of the
cousin
sire
should be
of
back
the
in about
Imperial Fist
5 minutes.
made manifest. Woman after woman
So you just got the
incapacitated
notification
or
that she just checked
stunned.
out.
Dawn's phenomenally resilient organic matter requiring specialized medical and alchemical gear to prevent an ever greater death toll. Mounting from each massive blast of his equipment. Dozens of women requiring extensive augmentic rebuild per engagement. Not even death can stay the breathtaking torsion crusher beneath the auric armor. Indeed,
One moment, check
the
the chest.
blood of martyrs only strengthens the
difficulty
resolve
3
of
or
Dor,
1?
making it harden his war gear to the point of
think difficulty
overstraining
3.
the armor's
Two.
exoskeleton.
We're on 2.
That means 3 now.
Oh, really?
So, oh, Bo, I don't know if you know, they removed difficulty 1.
Oh, they did?
No one fucking played it. Like, it was just the brain dead easy mode. So if we're on Malice, that is what 3 used to be.
Oh, okay. I love the shotgun pistol so far.
Until you have to reload.
No, the reload's fine. It hits really hard for, you know, a pistol. It's basically just a shotgun in terms of damage.
Which fucking way do we go? Oh, this way.
New Dorn lore. Yeah. That's Rogaldorn's Colossal Chainblade. That's a Twitch redeem. It's the one they like to. It's the one they like to torture me with so much. I had to up the cost on it and put a cooldown, a use limit on it.
It used to be 1,000.
And there was no cooldown.
Oh, I can play
Yeah.
Shit, kill him.
Oh shit! Oh!
Kill him now.
Oh! My knees. Fucking like, yeah, it used to be 1,000 and had no cooldown. And then one day, fucking like, a bunch of people blasted him back to back. And he got really pissy and we're like, bruh, we keep telling you, you can just fucking like, put a fucking limiter on it and like, up its like, total.
For context, I was trying to learn how to play Kill Team, and we were constantly taking like 1-minute breaks every minute, just because people kept hitting me with Rogaldorns. So yeah, that was when I put up the cost and put the limit on it. That was kind of
the kills.
Yeah, shout out to Cyberdagger for being a real one.
Yeah, he showed up to help us learn the rules. That was where I met him, actually.
I know you did a kill team stream.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was just one. I wasn't a fan.
And we never beat it.
Well, honestly, I wasn't a fan. I'm not a fan of the Kill Team system. I feel like
Kill Team is just worse than 40K.
I'm pretty sure you were playing with Zeph.
I killed it with a person who shall. I killed it. I played Kill Team with a person who shall not be named.
Oh, I know who.
These virtues are the foundations of victory.
On an unrelated zone, Zeph, I just want to remind you, you are in fact a Pogue, which means you are.
God. Yeah.
Wait,
no, people other than Grunt, it's an old military slur for people who weren't, like, you know, infantry.
Oh.
Or combat armor.
It's like, well, I'm sorry they want to fucking starve and have no latrines in the fucking field.
Hey, pretty girl.
Oh, are you talking? Oh, are you talking to your dog?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm calling you fat.
Wait.
Pretty little fat.
But
she's a rotund ball of fur.
Boobs, I am fat. You're not offending me. Boobs, you wouldn't be offending me. You'd just be telling the truth.
Yes.
Well, we all know you're Boogie's alter ego, so.
Oh yeah. I'm actually the tulpa of Boogie 11911 whatever.
2988, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm actually a tulpa created by him.
So here's my question, Bo. How long till Ash finds out about your secret relationship with Warhammer L's?
We were trying not to go that far, but
wait, okay. This feels like some Beaumont lore I'm not aware of. Go into it.
Look.
It's not about
relationships.
it's unrequited. Yeah, it's definitely unrequited.
Oh, that yeah.
Parasocial relationships do not count as secret relationships. If that were the case, you know, BTS's members would be the biggest hoes in the world.
They're not?
I mean, they are, but not to the level they could be if you acknowledge, like, they're thirsting fans.
True.
Okay, I could be wrong. I know this is for Japanese idols. They're not allowed to have relationships.
Hold up, I think my shared chat just died. I'm still streaming, but the shared chat died. One moment.
What? What do you want, little fat?
Cover me.
No, you're fat.
Roger.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, like that is true of the Japanese idols. A lot of their the contracts they have will explicitly say no relationships, and those that do get into relationships are basically like harshly like smeared by their okay, Western VTubing can be hella toxic.
There we go.
But one thing I appreciate about it is that like it seems like the VTubers are allowed to have fucking relationships.
Yeah,
and
they are.
The actual interactions are way less toxically You just left my dog behind.
Ow,
way less toxically parasocial.
They can teleport, don't worry. They can also phase through solid matter, apparently.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching all 3 of them do that.
Oh wait, did you guys know? I just realized you guys have regular dogs.
What?
Well, listen, I want some fur on Sasha so I can pet her.
Oh wait, no, you guys do have the capes. Never mind.
Oh yeah, no, I've got the big boy super secret chocolate fudgy edition. It's just that I wanna also I want my dog to be a little fuzzy. Okay.
I almost didn't get it for Zev, and then I was like, oh, it's only 18 bucks. Oh fuck yeah, I don't mind spending 18 bucks only. It's 18 bucks.
Appreciate it, buddy.
I was actually.
Thank you for getting that for Zeph, by the way. You're a homie.
I was actually wondering if, Zev, I was actually wondering if you were going to, like, play RPDs too. Because, like, you tend to prefer, Trooper.
Yeah, I like the veteran a lot. Well, and I told Boobs what he bought it for me, I was like, I was fine coping with the Palanite Enforcer armor anyways. Which I do love, for the record.
Oh, yeah, no. You like playing as the beat cop, essentially, as opposed to, like, the FBI. That's what we are. Wait, does this mean we're gonna be involved in fucking the 40K equivalent of Ruby Ridge?
Yeah, probably.
Oh no, that's the 18. Wait, no.
Led by me.
Wait, hold on.
FBI was involved.
Oh, they were? Okay.
Mm-hmm. All federal agents were involved in Ruby Ridge.
No, we're gonna in our attempt to save a bunch of children captured by heretics, we'll just burn the whole compound that held them down. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I know what I'm talking about.
I will say this about Ruby Ridge. It's very weird.
Yeah, that one's a really odd in a lot of ways. Waco's a little more understandable.
You look at just look at it on the surface. The government went after Randy Weaver. If you look at it on the inside, Randy Weaver was kind of weird.
Oh, I love shooting. I love headshotting them when they're down with the dogs. It's just so unnecessarily cruel.
Feels like you're executing them.
Well, listen, if they didn't...
yeah, but it's within row, so it's all good.
Yeah, no, listen. They were resisting and they were carrying. Okay.
They were resisting the will of the Lex.
Thank you, Haro.
Yeah, Ash named his dog Haro after the little bot from Universal Century Gundam.
Man, now I kind of miss little George Droid.
Me hands over a gun to Haro. There you go, Haro. Vent out this room. Let's solve this story before it even begins.
Oh no, real talk. I joke if Haro had a gun, Universal Century Gundam would have played out a lot different. It's actually true. Haro would have just shot those Fetty agents that took all the Gundam info from Amuro's house. He would have known more about the Gundam, probably would have bodied Char on their first fight.
Look, everyone's gonna be like, what's this rolling ball? Opens its mouth and, like, pulls out a fucking, like, magnum.
It's like, Amuro, I'm gonna air out this whole fucking room, Amuro! Okay, go save Boobs.
I'm going.
Oh, he's up.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, I think it's his cousin. Hold on, I can at least do this. Yeet!
I'm back.
Okay, we can get up there, actually, I think.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Look, if I'm dead, I'm dead. It's cool.
I can keep him off you.
No, we can't get up there.
Oh, wait, yeah, no, you're dead, yeah.
Yeah, I thought for a moment
cool.
I might be able to. I'm sorry.
It's fun fight.
That was the cousin, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
She forgot my limes, but it's
I was
fine.
gonna say, did she get the limes?
She forgot the limes. She's fine. So.
All right, because you do that thing with the Savessa and whatever.
Yeah.
Cerveza Cristo!
Man, I wish I had more spaces on fucking sound alerts. I'd bring that one back, even if it's not 40k themed.
For real. It's so good.
Yeah.
So funny.
Where is he? There he is. Come at me, bro!
Get shocked, get shocked, get shocked.
Honestly, I'm really loving the shield build.
Me too. I love it.
I might actually play this guy as a tank.
That's what I've been doing. I am the wall.
You are the lawn.
Indeed.
Plus, you know, being able to keep the shield but also use a gun is also really nice.
Time to reload. This is the last breather you're gonna get. The grandfather will strike you down for this.
Total heretic ISO cubing. Yes, Adam Fire, I agree. Tomorrow,
Man,
it'll-
trying to say they're going
Use
to
a ritual.
gun soon.
tomorrow.
It's automatic 5
Automatic
years.
5 years.
What? No.
Orvis would be from
Don't close the case.
Ravenna.
Reopen the case. I want to watch that. I want to watch that now.
Oh, it's
Fuck.
so good, dude. Oh, dude, I sent Boobs a clip of it, and it's just like
I'm so tempted to
So
put
good.
The Expanse on hold this week and watch both Judge Dredd's.
On the other hand, like, yo, okay, possible. But on the other hand, you're leaving us so much in expense with the Expanse. So many people wish to continue it.
I know, but I got a fucking hankering, and I want to expose people to Judge Dredd because
Make it a midweek madness.
Okay, no, we can't this week because of 4th of July.
All right.
Yeah, we're getting all patriotical on the 4th, man.
On like one day out of the week.
Okay, yeah, but just don't fight with me on this, okay?
What? What do you want?
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're doing Dredd and we're doing Judge Dredd and Dredd this Saturday. I'm gonna read.
Wait, what time is it?
Uh,
Oh, I know what she wants. Right
Okay,
about this,
fine.
give me like 5 seconds. My dog wants her drugs. Yes, I know you want your drugs.
But if you try to like preempt Freerin, I'm calling you a pussy ass bitch and saying you just don't want.
No, I'm not gonna preempt Freerin. And look, I get it. I literally cried like a bitch during in the first 15 minutes. Okay, that doesn't mean we're not gonna watch more of it.
We weren't even a full episode in, burst into tears like live on chat.
Listen. I knew it was gonna happen to Himmel. Okay, it's just that you see him and he's just fucking ancient and decrepit, and is clearly using the last of his strength to go on this one last adventure. And then he talks about it, and then he fucking dies. Okay. God,
Yeah.
Fuck.
And the funny part is like, it's not even subtle about it, but it like baits you on it like long enough that you're like, oh, he's just gonna like die before he gets to go on the trip, and it's gonna be tragic. No, he gets to go on his last fucking trip. He gets to witness like the Era meteor shower with like Freerin, and like genuinely gets to go out on a real high note for his life.
Yeah.
Because his old friend returned.
Yeah, like listen, that may not have. It's weird how even if that's not the end for Himmel that Freerin wanted, it's the one he wanted. Just to be with the party one last time, you know.
Sweet, got another penance.
I'm surprised High Tier lived as much longer as he did.
I think he was because he was younger.
I mean,
Was
I
he
think
younger than Himmel?
I thought he and Himmel were the same age, but then
Yeah, they went to the
Himmel's,
same orphanage.
Yeah,
I interpreted it as him being like the older one, but that I could be wrong on that.
Well, the problem is, it's kind of a weird thing, because Himmel looks like he's about 80, and Hydra's at most like 50.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Ow,
to be
stop.
fair, hold on. Bomber coming in. There he is. Thank you for pushing it back. But yeah, honestly, it could also be the fact he was a priest and a healer. You know,
That's true.
That is true. Like, in universe, the magic system of fucking Freeman is pretty wild because like healers do have like a unique magic relative to like actual magic. The series doesn't really get into it, but the manga does. Shit that magic does not comprehend and cannot deal with, like curses and stuff, you have to go to a priest for that. So
I mean, the anime kind of goes into that.
Yeah.
For everything else, there's priest.
But not deep.
Not deeply. Like, it briefly goes into it in series for reasons I will not specify because that's later in the season. But like that's kind of just like a feature of it is that it deals with like miraculous things in like the domain man does not understand.
Himmel
God, I love this build.
Himmel had the cursed dragon horn in his house.
You know, fair. That would be crushingly depressing if that was revealed to be the reason why he was so aged.
Oh, so perfectly in line with Freeman.
I mean, yes, but like almost not because like, you know, he's all like, I kept a hold of it because it was from a treasured friend, and she's like, but it was just a convenient ingredient. Yo, like being all Sun and whatnot. Actually, no, Sun is like being mean. I think she's Kudere.
Yeah, Kudere. Defrosting ice cream, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very much in her. Yeah, Soon would be Fern.
Yeah.
Yeah. In all her pouting glory.
It's adorable.
By the way, my favorite character so far is the warrior. Fuck.
Stark.
Stark, yeah.
Stark, yeah.
Stark, yeah.
He's great. He's great. I love him.
Yeah. He's like I love how the marshals in using D&D terminology, the marshals in
physical classes.
Yeah, are also like anime powerful instead of just being like, you know, oh, I hit thing with sword, you know?
Look. Even in D&D, yo, I hit thing with sword can be powerful when you can just basically be like, action surge, action surge, action surge.
Well, okay, but I raise you this. Hag.
You're looking at some of the new Gundam manga. This is just Muv love. Now I want a Godzilla Gundam now. Man, gotcha. What are they fighting in it? Like, what's the antagonist? I saw some panels, but I don't know what it's actually about.
Fighting on like firing space. Fucking
DHNTO, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade.
Welcome to the Crusade.
It's a Gundam where they're just straight up fighting aliens for a change. Okay. I hope hot take. I liked when they put aliens in fucking 00, so I hope they actually adapt this one as an AU. I remember some people got really pissed when aliens showed up in 00, and I was just like, man, shut up. Okay, it's cool.
Look, he was good at Macross, I'm just saying.
Right, yeah. Man, you ever one of those moments where where one of your moots says something really dumb? When your moots on Twitter says something really dumb, and it's like you have to contain your you have to contain your desire to go into detail about how fucking wrong they are.
Yeah, no,
I mean, I think dumb shit all the time.
Yeah, somebody I'm moots with was talking about how Gundam is just overpowered. The Gundams are just overpowered and can't be beat, and it's dumb that little kids pilot them. It's like, yeah, but it's like that's completely missing the point of the whole anti-war part of Gundam, and the fact that, yeah, the bad Gundams have the thing where the Gundam is arbitrarily powerful, but It's like, one, the kids piloting the Gundams are clearly suffering for what they're doing, and it's not portrayed positively. And two, the Gundams where the Gundam animes where the Gundams themselves are just stupidly overpowered are generally considered the bad ones, like Age or Wing or Witch from Mercury.
Please, stay safe.
It's genuinely funny to me how Gundam Wing maintains this idea of it being like one of the most popular Gundams just because it was the first one Americans
Recon
ever
teams,
watched.
wormwood agents, and loyal citizens risk their lives delivering.
Sometimes it's
vital
that simple.
intelligence.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of nostalgia from Americans propping
attack protocol 23.
up Gundam Wing. Hey Denzel, how you doing? Thank you for the raid. Welcome Raiders.
Sire Darius Milk
Hey,
is
Denzel.
responsible for collating and analyzing these reports.
Denzel Washington
Denzel.
from the hit movie The Enforcer.
No, Denzel Washington from the hit movie The Equalizer.
Ah, yeah.
I love that movie, by the way.
Or
I
Man on
intentionally
Fire.
got the name wrong.
Listen, listen. 2 hours of Denzel Washington fucking people up in an act of revenge is yeah, that's pretty keynote.
Denzel Washington from the hit movie Gladiator 2.
Philadelphia.
Okay, Boobs. We're not mentioning Gladiator 2. Fuck that movie.
Gladiator 2, the search for more Gladiator.
Yeah.
We must also
What?
be clever.
Who knows? Maybe we'll all meet again in Gladiator 2. The search for more money.
Sire Milk.
Bo, did you see what we are getting? You
Spaceballs
saw that
2,
announcement,
yeah.
right? Dude, I'm so
I
excited.
assure you that he relies upon
I love. He goes. We listened to the fans and we made something else.
If you visit me from time to time, I will
Okay, real talk though. That's just Disney these days.
Yeah.
Dude, I just love how the trailer for fucking the only thing they've shown of Spaceballs 2 is just a list of everything coming out since Spaceballs. You're like, God, Hollywood fucking sucks.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
yeah, real. What's the one where he's the president's bodyguard or he's the president himself? Denzel Washington playing the president. Which one is that? Fuck, I don't remember.
Let the machine god grant his favor.
Now that said, hold on. Here we go. Eagle Down. Okay, I haven't seen that one.
We should watch the movie about Jamie Foxx fighting the worst villain ever. A racist, James Woods.
That's just James Woods.
Yeah, but Bo, you're telling me you don't want to see the hit movie White House Down?
No, I don't.
But it's got Jamie Lee Fox firing a fucking RPG-7 from the presidential limo.
Like, I get that, but all the same, all the same, it's not a good movie. Like, I'd rather watch Olympus Has Fallen. Listen, I'm gonna watch one of those two movies. It's gonna be Olympus Has Fallen. It's like how
Olympus Has Fallen.
It's like how if somebody gives me the option of, say, Deep Impact or Armageddon, I'm watching Armageddon every time. If somebody gives me the option of Volcano or Dante's Peak, I'm watching Volcano every time. If somebody gives me the option of White House,
All the same.
that's why I'd watch Volcano, because at least it has the good graces to be stupidly funny. Okay, unintentionally, it's not a good movie, but it's funny in a stupid way. Like unintentional comedy. Eagle Down, Olympus Has Fallen, and White House Down. Yeah. It's like the. I mean, granted, if I'm gonna watch an action movie involving if the stipulation is action movie involving the president as a main character, it's gonna be Air Force One every time. I don't care if the CGI crash at the end looks awful. The rest of the movie is keynote. If you know your movie sucks, at least be funny about it. Yeah, exactly. Because there's this incredibly ham-fisted. Okay, so for those who don't know what the movie Volcano is, it's a movie about a volcano opening up under the La Brea tar pits in the middle of Los Angeles, and they try to ham-fist in this stupid racism narrative through the whole thing. It's like, I came here to watch Los Angeles burn down because that's what I want in real life. Okay.
Be right back. I'm getting myself a drink.
What's Dante's Peak? Dante's Peak is a movie starring Pierce Brosnan and Linda Hamilton, and it's basically just like Okay, it's like they're not trying to say it, but it's just the eruption of Mount St. Helens, but but they're pulling the Jaws narrative of, oh, this problem is a problem. I don't believe it's a problem. We can't evacuate the town. It's the holidays and all that stuff. And then, but rather than being a shark, it's basically just, you know, it's just Timu Mount St. Helens erupting. You know, like the big fuck off eruption that just blows a whole mountain off the map. That kind of eruption.
Excuse me, sorry.
It is not a good movie at all. It's like, it's even got the thing from Mount St. Helens of the elderly person who refuses to believe that the volcano could erupt and refuses to evacuate. And that's like the inciting drama because the Linda Hamilton's kid, that's like their grandmother living in the cabin where she refused to evacuate, where the old person refused to evacuate. Linda Hamilton's kids go up into steal a truck and go up into the mountain to try to be with her. And so they have to go up into the mountain in the middle of the eruption to save them. And that's like, it's so fucking dumb. The whole movie's so fucking dumb. Volcano is at least over the top in its action and fucking, you know, bad, but in that fun, stupid kind of way. Dante's Peak is like, it's got the deep impact problem where it's trying to be important and it like plays itself way too seriously for what it's trying to do and just kills its enjoyment. So every Roland Emmerich movie, no, every Roland Emmerich movie bar Godzilla, but Godzilla Independence Day 2 is at least like Volcano in that even the bad ones are stupidly fun to watch. Like 2012 is a bad movie, but it's stupidly fun, you know?
You know it's not a stupidly fun movie to watch, Roland Emmerich?
What?
Fucking The Patriot.
No, The Patriot's fucking Kino, and I will fight anyone who disagrees with me on that.
Bo, there's that one scene that's always like, man, this movie is oh.
What scene?
I'm sad now.
Oh, wait. Boobs. There's like 5 of those scenes in that movie.
I know, that's my point. It's just like, man, what a silly movie. It's kind of like that one Dodge commercial where they have George Washington driving a Dodge Charger into the red
wait,
coat.
that's not a commercial. That's how it happened.
And then all of a sudden, you just hit with this break wall of emotions. Now,
man,
you will be sad and like it.
Man, listen. Colonel Tavington in that movie is legitimately one of my favorite villains of all time, to the point I've patterned villains in things I've written after him. He's just he is such a motherfucker. I love him.
Faith is our shield.
Oh hey, Ixorn, thank you for the resubscription. Congrats on 5 months. I am the Lex. Yes, we are law maxing right now with my giant fucking Judge Dredd chin. Look at that thing. It's glorious.
Meanwhile, I've got this beard. It literally, like, it's the most sticks out of your helmet beard.
Oh, right, yeah, Denzel. It's like, there's this horrifying scene where the family are all in a boat going across a lake of acid water, and the grandma has to get out of the boat and push them to shore and die slowly and painfully. It's so messed up. Honestly, okay, I have a hard time taking that seriously because the only reason she dies and they were in danger is because she was an idiot. And that's supposed to be a redemption equals death moment, but it's still like, it's like the guy who actually stayed in his cabin because he refused to believe the mountain Mount St. Helens, the mountain he'd lived next to his entire fucking life, could possibly erupt on him. And then it did, and he was just fucking vaporized.
Yeah, that level of old man indignation is kind of fucking dumb to me. It's like, I'm sorry, this mountain, in geographic terms, you are a footnote relative to it. You may have lived right beside it your entire life, but it has existed without you for the vast majority of its existence.
Yeah.
And it will exist after you for much longer.
Oh, hello, boobs on your dude, or a dudette, but yeah. What's this? Sorry, Grandma, we got more years ahead of us. Exactly. Also, hey, Nate, how you doing?
I am here.
Also, Washington.
Yes, you can pet your dog.
Yes, you can pet your dog. Just not in missions.
There's several petting animations, actually. So
you actually get a Chivo for doing that.
Yep.
Yeah. First thing I did when I came in was like pet my dog. And it's like, here, have an achievement. I'm like, yes.
Let's see. Also, Washington not only drove a Ford F-150, he was also backed up by War on Terror era Marines. Yes, exactly. That's exactly how the Revolutionary War went in actual history.
Okay, but what if?
Can I quickly say something?
Sure.
I am the Lex. I am here to restore order to Hive Minneapolis. Thank you.
It's not. I'm not saying it's not funny, but holy shit, bro.
I'm restoring order to Hive. Bro, do you not see that bridge that collapsed?
Oh, okay.
So speaking of which, Final Fantasy IV. So Ash convinced me that was probably the best game to play to start on Final Fantasy, and I happen to have a really good handheld that can play those games. Anything up to PS2 era.
Oh, nice.
Sweet. So basically, the entirety of the Square Golden Age.
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah, right up until they fell off with X, or Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
Yep.
10, okay, I'm fair to 10 in that it is the last, for a while, it was the last decent Final Fantasy game, not counting, the MMOs.
Find a corner now. Find where we can fight it. I was wrong.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck!
Ah!
Why I said find an area we can fight this thing, because where we are, you know.
I'm moving.
But yeah, 10 was the last decent, and my only my primary criticisms is that relative to the other Final Fantasy games preceding it, which had a vast open world and generally made with the ability to navigate around and have an airship or what have you. 10 was very linear. It had a whole a path that you followed for the bulk of the game and did not deviate from. But it wasn't it was more heralding in a new era that was made worse by Final Fantasy 13's staying power.
I'm gonna have the super hot take here. The Square Enix the Dark Age of Final Fantasy was really just 13 in its sequels.
Yeah.
Heal up on. There's a
Oh, I've never noticed Swagger walks over there.
But yeah, it's people talk about the Final Fantasy Dark Age, and I'm full disclosure. I genuinely think 10 was still good. 11 is obviously a fan favorite.
What did you already? Yeah, go get that ammo.
What people do? Oh, ammo crate here.
What harm have you visited
But genuinely 11 was good. I wasn't a fan of it, but that's entirely on me. Oh, another ammo crate. But 12 wasn't bad. It was just kind of meh. And then it's the people who think that Final Fantasy's done. Emphasize 13 above all else.
Yeah.
Also 14's launched, but 14 is legitimately excellent now.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with the drag that is Dawn Trail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dawn Trail, a lot of people have disliked. I enjoyed it, but I also understand why people dislike it. Mostly because you go from this genuinely peak experience of literally 2 whole expansions back to back that were great story, great development to Dawn Trail, which is basically spending so much time navel gazing about its world building that it doesn't really have much of a story outside of the initial conflict of, oh no, we can't have the mean lizard guy be the leader of this nation. Why? Because he'll lead to war. This dude's threatening war with nations he doesn't even understand. He postures, but at a hype moment, a dragon comes along and basically no-sells his entire fucking army. It really is kind of hilarious how the dude was basically sold as this big bad guy, but it's not even the final boss of the expansion.
Yeah, the button. You guys go for the other ones.
But like Exort says, 12 was weird but enjoyable. I'm apparently of the somewhat minority opinion. 15 was not also not. 15 is not also just good. It was always good. 15's big problem. 15's big problem was that they cut major parts of the story out into DLC, but the game itself was actually good.
Yeah.
I will say though the updated version of Chapter 13 and the final level were both better though, but I don't think they were necessarily bad to begin with. I will say though it was kind of cringe of the if you play the Gladio and the Gladiolus and Ignis side of Chapter 13, you get to hear a jab at President Trump. They use the term alternative facts.
All right, yeah, the Emperor's alternative facts, but like, at the very least, that's like a small one. It like barely registers unless you're paying attention. It's just a throwaway line. Yeah, but yeah, like,
initiating attack.
I agree.
One moment. Crazy Gawain, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders.
Hey, Crazy Gawain.
Since you're a new Raider and everyone new here, I'm Marshal Boimond. I am a legally distinct Space Marine. I filed my serial numbers off. I cannot be litigated against. Also, hello. But yes, hello. We are the law. We're playing Darktide. Also,
the Lex, not the law. We don't uphold the law. We uphold the Lex Imperialis.
But the Lex is
written
the law.
down by. No, it's the Lex Imperialis. It is not the law. It's a legally distinct.
Okay.
We're not 2000 AD.
Anyways.
Dan.
But yeah.
Anyways, I wanted to get back to what I was saying before, like, the raid. Anyways.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, I was gonna say, fucking, Toravars. You know, that is actually, like, a fair point. Like, one of the things that drew me to Final Fantasy XIV originally was that, like, after, like, playing, like, WoW for years, Final Fantasy XIV actually kind of puts you in, like, the main character spot. Yeah, sure, you're not speaking. You don't have any voice lines. But, like, people are, like, mad respect for you. I remember that you actually did shit, whereas, like, WoW would forget that you did shit between expansions. And then, like, give your accolades to, like, NPCs. Which always bothered me.
Fuck you, Varian Rin, I killed Onyxia.
Meanwhile, fucking, like, Dawn Trails are like, you're basically, like, the bodyguards, like, groupie party for fucking, Waka La Flocka. And, fucking, I didn't dislike Wookiee La Cookie, but, honestly, the way the story just, like, saturates her for even, like, stupid moments is, like, so dumb. So, like, Wango La Flango really has no reason to be giving, like, talking points on shit where I could talk to Y'shtola or fucking Thancred or whatever.
I'm sorry, hun, but Wookiee La Cookie fucking sends me. Hound starts disfiguring Heretic Child. I don't know what you did to startle her. She's usually calm. God damn it, Gachi. I was here the other day when you were streaming with Millie. Yeah, I remember you, Gawain.
Yep.
Wait, Zeph, can you shout out Crazy Gawain and Denzel Jones when you get a chance? I forgot because I'm an idiot. I don't mean to forget to do that. I'm actually, I don't mean to forget. I'm just dumb.
I've shouted out Crazy Gawain.
Yep.
Whoever remembers, come to cooldown because it's like a 5-minute fucking cooldown.
I did Denzel on. I'm guessing this is on Bose.
Yeah, you can do two in a row before the cooldown hits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you for the shout outs. It happens. I always forget to shout out people too. Yeah, I'm just forgetful. I'm pretty certain I got. Listen, I'm 42. I'm basically in the 1 foot in the grave already. Pretty certain I got early onset amnesia or some shit.
fucking Final Fantasy 14 Dawn Trail be like, here's this like a gripping philosophical question. Go talk to Gorka Morka over there.
You're double my age. You turned 21 in March. Hey, listen, okay, as a dude as old as I am, let me give you some life advice. All them people saying, oh, I'm 25, I'm basically decrepit, fuck those people.
I'm dying of old age already. My body is failing me.
Look, I'm 35. I'm a wrinkled crone.
No, you're not, hun. You're fucking beautiful. Shut up.
I turned 23 yesterday. I'm literally dying. I'm literally falling apart.
Bo 42 is barely a neophyte. Stop crying. Your crusade is not over. I know. Listen, I feel like. Listen, everyone's like, Bo, you're so old. It's like, I don't fucking feel old.
Go home to your family.
That's reserved for Zev.
Why are you so old? Go home to your family.
Why are you so old? Go home to your. Why are you even here, man? Go home to your wife. Go home to your family.
Yeah, Ash is 35.
It would never not be funny.
Why?
Like,
why is it a shocker? Is it because my voice sounds so high pitched?
Yes.
Probably.
Look. I barely ever drink. I don't smoke.
Same.
So, the wonders of also not raging out at like every fucking incentive.
I take offense to the drinking and the raging.
But boobs, you do both those things.
And eventually
Exactly,
the
so I
smoking
take
because
offense.
you're Southern.
Dude, there's nothing else to do. Like, okay. I've had two people that are very into their professions try and find me jobs in their fields.
One moment. Nate, thank you for the support. My Ko-Fi bot's supposed to tell me how much you gave me, but it fucking didn't. But it doesn't really matter. You give me like a fucking $1, I'd still be grateful. Thank you, Nate.
Thanks for the follow, Caleb Sindar the Dragon.
I need to get that fucking Ko-Fi bot fixed. I'm fucking sick of it. It's sick of it not telling me the info I need.
What's the key percentage on that, by the way?
Pretty decent.
Okay, I was just curious. If I ever need to get you money, homie, know which site to use instead of
Get Stream Elements. I do have Stream Elements. That's my. I have both.
Bo has both.
Bo, you've been streaming for how long, and you haven't got $100 yet? I think you need to start begging. That's what my favorite streamer does.
I'm not begging. I'm not DSP. All right.
But he's so great. His content's so good. You don't even.
Well, listen, man, listen. I feel bad enough when people give me money. All right. I ain't gonna fucking beg for it. And I ain't gonna be that bitch. And I ain't gonna be the bitch who's like, you don't have $5.
I'm sorry, guys. No vest stream because we just didn't meet the goal.
We didn't meet the goal. No vest. Look, Ash is gonna go hungry because Bo can't afford to get Wendy's.
Then he's gonna have to handle your taxes. Don't forget that.
Oh shit! I am gonna have to learn how to do my taxes to do both taxes.
Oh no! I'm actually gonna. I've actually been hooked up with someone who can do it.
You're cheating on me?
No, it's but I've been hooked up with someone who can like do my taxes and isn't gonna charge an arm and a leg for it.
Hooking up, I see.
Shut the fuck up, honey. Shut the fuck.
What, you're not a polycule yet?
Cheating in the home in the gay community. Name something more iconic. Name a more iconic duo.
No. Listen. No, it's ethical non-monogamy.
Ethical non. It's just a little ethical cannibalism.
Okay. But is there anything more iconic than literally being up on the International Space Station, drilling holes and shit, and then like committing crimes like financial crimes?
Listen.
Oh my god. I actually forgot about that one.
I mean that woman who ruined the International Space Station.
Oh no, that's not what Ash is talking about. Ash is talking about the lesbian couple that committed the first crime in space.
All right, yeah, that.
So it was two separate people, two separate women who fucking did that shit.
Yep.
Despite making up only 10% of the population, women commit 100% of the crimes in space.
Praise the omniscient.
Our lap side. That's enough of that. That's enough of that.
May proceed to the Sacrarium Mechanicus.
I'm sorry, that just came to me.
Well, I mean, listen.
I think Chonka used the annoy Bo thing. You're gonna have to affix.
Oh God! Wait, did he?
Hand.
Oh God damn it! He did. All right, hold on. Cover me.
Affix the hand of shame.
I'm looking for it. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, there it is. There we go.
Heckin' kawaii.
I've only got 21 shells left. I need.
Oh shit! Ah!
What? Did you get sniped?
Got it.
Just barely avoided it.
Bo's annoyed. You are. Yes, I am annoyed. I'm getting head patted. I ain't some.
He's annoyed. He has me in stream.
I ain't some uwu small bean. You ain't gonna fucking. You shouldn't be fucking head
Am I
patting.
uwu
Small bean. God.
He has to be worried. I'm gonna say something that is said in my state every day.
Somebody pick that. Hey, Boobs, get back here.
Confederacy.
There's an ammo crate here.
Are you gonna say that?
Boom!
Okay.
Ammo crate.
I'm literally on my way.
Ammo crate.
Collect your philosopher, Amocrates.
Thank you.
Ammunition. If you punch someone in the back of the head in space, is it a crime? Space is not under any international law. Apparently the space station is.
I feel like sometimes the weird sort of conundrums, air quotes, we engage in are so unnecessary. It's like, look. I'm pretty sure she committed violations of some country's law, and even then, while it is the International Space Station, they are all citizens of a nation somewhere where that is probably a crime. Just
that is true.
Have the usual laws apply. Simplifies everything. Yo.
Listen. All I'm gonna say is, my hero once said, "What have borders ever given us?" This is what V2 is for.
Yeah, but Bo, what if we use 30 guerrillion nukes and nuke the Ocean capital? All wars would stop.
No, just one nuke. Just one nuke.
Yes, I know it's just one, but a guerrillion sounds
Yar
funnier.
har har, it's my mental illness. I get to choose the coping mechanism.
Something's kind of funny though about the intel analyst in that game being called David North.
Oh, what about it?
Imagine if his first name is Oliver.
I'm not following.
You've never heard about the American hero Ollie North?
It's not ringing a bell, no.
Zeph?
Zeph,
I'm
man.
blinking. Hold it. Yeah.
Wait a minute, hold on. No, there's no. Alright, give me a few seconds and I'll remind you. Ahem. The Iran-Contra deal.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to explain the. Okay, so Bo, what if we sold nuclear ballistic missiles to this friendly country called Iran so we can smuggle guns to the Contras?
Oh.
You know the whole smuggling crack to the inner cities under Reagan?
Yeah. Where the power
Oliver
cells?
North.
Where are the power cells?
Oh, they're in these shipping containers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that we opened and.
So it's like a power cell, what like an anarcho-primitivist calls somebody who prefers to have heated homes.
Shut up, Ash!
But Seth, there's no way you don't know about Oliver North.
Yeah,
Just
Haro,
don't think about
No, Haro!
Well, I'm looking for the power cells.
It's not like that recent episode of Victory Gundam where Haro got fried.
it. To make the story funnier, Bo, his secretary shredded all of the documents that were, supposed to be put in court and for him to go on trial. And the funniest part is he is now a contributor on Fox News.
Nothing ever happens.
Nothing ever happens. I found the power cell.
I found the power cell, Lex-mate.
Shame him for using energy for heating his home. Only power cells use heating in their houses from from energy cells. You're supposed to burn wood.
So the guy on his towel list for tomorrow is bringing 3 Riptides and 3 Hammerheads. I'm just gonna throw my clown car, 6 Custodes Terminators, and a Land Raider. That should do it.
I don't recommend the Land Raider on that list. It's just not a good, okay, your Terminators already have a really good teleport ability. Just don't put them in a Land Raider. Alright, hold on, Bo. Ask him if he's using Alaris or equivalents.
Are you using Aquilons or Alaris Terminators? Where the fuck is the door to go down there? Fuck. I haven't done this level in forever. There they are.
Oh, there we are. Ah!
Why?
If you press it, it opens up different shutters.
You can melee them through the shutters, by the way.
Oh, okay. Open the heat shield.
In my opinion, oh wait, actually, I don't even think you can put Alaris Terminators in the Land Raider Crusader because they're already too big for
wrong one.
The Land Raider because they have to have a unique Land Raider for Custodes. You can only put 6 of them in there. The best thing to do is
hey, stop pressing that button.
Cal, I would recommend taking the Alaris with axes, and depending on your detachment, a fucking Alaris Shield Terminator Captain with the
which one do we
+1
need?
to damage.
Press it again.
Spear.
Press it again.
Surrender! The legs have come!
This is the one. This is the way.
But if you're running Aquilons, I'm sorry, they're just overcosted. And this is from someone who actually thinks Aquilon armor looks better than Alaris armor.
I mean, also, but Boobs, to be fair, you're just trying to run a cool list.
I mean, that's fair,
I mean, drip list is best list.
Yeah.
Drip list is best list. I just don't find the Golden Land Raider that good.
It insists upon itself.
That reminds
It's just
me.
overcosted.
We haven't seen a certain person with Striker in a long time.
No, we haven't, actually. So we just hold the line.
He's been working a lot more from what he told me.
Yeah. Yeah, remember he's a Fed, so they've been very busy.
Yeah. Evac, everyone.
Bo, I will give you a dice report from the last time I played a game against him.
Oh, okay.
Turns out if you're trying to go elite versus Custodes, you're gonna lose if you're playing Nurgle.
Yeah, and yes, yeah, it was a wahaha or moment.
Oh, hey, new helmet.
Sweet.
What?
Damn it.
What?
Sorry, several days back, I bit into my the right side of my lip, and ever since then, every so often, I catch it on my teeth.
Bolter unlocked. Very nice.
Actually shocked that I am atrocious with names when it comes to people that kind of just fade into the background and disappear, and we're only ever kind of window dressing to me. Which is kind of a harsh thing to say, but like, you know, I don't know. Mandark's more Boob's friend. They're like so close.
But you might have arranged to leave this swagger down there. The Morning Star is no place for this individual, no matter what loyalties he claims. I am certain
Y'all can shoot boulders and not lose your shoulders. I mean, these are human-sized boulders.
Yeah, they're not Space Marine scale.
Yeah. They're not the fucking basically 20 millimeter boulders. Oh yeah, cutscene.
Actual cutscene. Oh shit's going down. People are dying. It's like it's Space Runaway Ideon.
Oh,
What do you want?
Wait, so we're saying we're about to see a 3-year-old get their head taken off by a bazooka?
Yeah.
We are the Mobian Six.
Also, yeah, Bo, I finally went back to playing Custodes consistently again.
Oh, nice.
So far, I am unbeaten.
So how about the fact that Era of Ruin refers to Custodes strictly as brothers?
As it fucking should be. Bo, do you want to know what one of my lists for Custodes is?
Oops All Dreadnoughts?
Oh yeah, I did show you Oops All Dreadnoughts, that's right. Psyche, if you're in chat, I'm still sorry about that game, but it was really funny.
What do you call it?
Yes.
By the way, the cope for Era of Ruin now is it was written in 2023 and therefore wasn't up to date with the retcon.
It's always what the cope is. This was written before that happened, so that it never fucking happened.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry. If you're gonna make a retcon, if they're making a retcon of that degree, they're going to coordinate both their books. What do you call it? Their splat books, their lore books, their novels, their action figure releases, their video game releases. There's been nothing since the Tides. The Joy Toy figures, all male. The what do you call it? The Custodes and Tacticus, all male. The Ultimate Guide, a Brotherhood, with only using male pronouns. Era of Ruin, carrying Lord of the Imperium, strictly referred to as males, as brothers. Sisters is capitalized to represent the Sisters of Silence. So, like, yeah. It's like, how much more are they going to cope before they realize it's not looking good for them? The next big thing the next big chance they have is comes this week with fucking what do you call it? The Silent King. Because if Gilliman's involved, there's going to be Custodes involved.
Also, he looks old as shit.
Hey.
Say it.
Yeah.
Boobs. When you played Psyche, what was his army?
Necrons.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
He was Necrons with 2 Catan, and the Catan did not survive. One did.
Catan Peninsula.
Because it's funny that I have a thing that's just like, so I used to love.
Okay.
I used to love the not Alaris, not Caladius. The fucking spear, Contemptor Dreadnought. I used to love that shit. I have not used it since 10th drop because I hated the rules change that they gave it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I understand why it's actually good.
Why?
Because you get a mortal wound on charge.
Who am I to stifle them?
And it could be like D6 mortal wounds on charge.
Oh, nice. Does Morrow rock a fucking 20th century ass Glock? What a relic. Maybe? I didn't really take a good look at this pistol. That'd be based if he did, though. The Glock 17 surviving into the 41st millennium alongside its grandfather, the 1911.
Daily reminder, that is canon in 40k.
Yeah, I know. I've pointed it out before. It's fucking hilarious.
No, I'm just saying that is.
Check it on him tomorrow.
Oh, hey, a bot. First of all, let me nuke this bot.
The JG.
I got him.
_07. I mean, I have to get him in my chat too.
Okay. Also, hello, PTSD099. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying yourself as we spread the law. Okay, can I upgrade this yet? Yes, I can.
What do you mean they don't exist? Their name is literally VJG_07.
JG Wentworth.
What was that?
877 cash now.
It might be because I banned them in because I banned them in my chat because we're doing shared chat. If any gun could survive 40k, be the 1911. I mean, yeah, it's the Lord's caliber. Well, like the God Emperor endorses 45 ACP.
There we go.
Pretty sure at least one ship in the Imperium runs off Apple II. Well, I know if you're playing a Necromunda hired gun and you look at the consoles, they're running DOSBox. Well, not DOSBox, just DOS. DOSBox implies they're running something to recreate DOS, when really they haven't gotten beyond it. Didn't Necrons in canon have much more powerful tech, but they just destroyed them before they went to sleep? Maybe? I don't remember. I think a lot of Necron tech just fell apart. Also, Mr. Monkey, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade. How you doing? That one perpetual I kept as 1911 from the war. Man, I think that was that Elenius Pius? Or old person, rather? The Celestial Ari is stupid, dumb, powerful. Yeah, that's why the Necrons are so cagey with it. They actually don't want to abuse its power, despite the fact they could literally wipe out the Imperium in a heartbeat with it.
Isn't there a specific dynasty that watches it eternally?
Yep.
And make sure it's never used?
Yep. They're not allowed to. They make sure that nobody fucking uses it. Like, nobody for any reason.
And a certain archivist tried his best.
I mean, it's also, I think, implicit, like, outright stated that, like, the Silent King is eyeing humanity for flesh bodies to have.
I believe so. Yes. Okay, so
he wants to return.
So here's a question. Should I go with break the line, Nuncio upgrade Nuncio Aquila, or go with Castigator stance?
I went Castigator stance and Bloodlust.
I'm honestly feeling like Nuncio Aquila is. I like buff builds. Okay.
Cute.
Okay, what's this? Time between affected enemies' melee attacks is increased by 50%, and their melee attacks deal 25% less damage. Yes. Inspiring Recitation. Allies affected also gain 30% toughness, damage reduction, 30% revive speed, and 10% attack speed. Yeah, okay. I will put down my device that calls all the heretics slurs. You're currently purging heretics while watching this. Very based. Very based.
Man, you know what the Empire needs? Those fucking accordion things from or those like fucking organ grinders from Dishonored that cancel out void abilities. You just turn the crank, it plays a plinkety plunky music. It freaks out people with outsider abilities and suppresses your actual abilities in their vicinity.
You know, speaking of Warhammer shit, I have given up. I've just accepted the fact that Dan Abnett is probably gonna die before he writes the last fucking Beckwin novel.
Pariah.
Yeah. Before he writes what's it titled? Pandemonium, the last book. According to him, he has to wait until after the Warhammer show.
The war. All right, after fucking
The Amazon one.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Speaking of petting the dog. No, it was a good cybernetic abomination. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
We're all cybernetic abominations, but this one is the best.
Yep. This one's best girl. That's your, Sasha's your cat's name? Yeah, Sasha's the name of an old dog I had. I still miss her.
Sorry about that, gents.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Unacceptable. How dare you spend time with your family?
Yeah. Oh, whatever. Yeah. You're so old. Go back to your family.
Bo, you have to berate him. He held up stream.
What?
Oh.
Is this some dickbag streamer reference I'm not getting?
Oh no. I mean, technically, yeah. That's just something I imagine a dickbag would do.
All right. Next. Oh, we can up the difficulty now to heresy.
I don't think I want to do heresy. I'm fine with the one we're at personally, but if you want to do heresy, I'm fine.
Apparently, we have to run heresy to get to the next two levels. The way it works now. Yeah, we'll do malice. Fuck it.
I'm cool if we want to.
I'm good for heresy. I just didn't have the build for it. I just had to change my build.
All right, we'll give heresy a go.
I'm good.
There we go.
I mean, like, heresy is kind of my casual gameplay, so yeah, that's fine.
Malice Codicicum.
Well, listen, no, we gotta play it on Arc 5. Always, never be as sweaty as possible and just have no fun and then complain how we hate the game.
I mean, I personally enjoy Arc 5.
Boobs is forgetting the old server lore.
No, I know. Yeah. I'm saying I personally.
Oh, okay.
But it's because I don't. Because I don't
wish
play
I
with
had
randoms.
Conrad
I can actually
Kurz's
sit down and
abilities.
enjoy it.
Shut up.
So I could make people afraid.
Has he returned yet again, or is he
no.
done returning randomly?
Man, I'm just gonna. Oh.
Come on, baby, give me some heresy.
All right, I have to turn off the head pad. Hold on. There we go.
No, leave it on.
It stays on.
Unlike Freerin, Bo's head is for padding. It's why he shaves it.
No, that's not why my head's bald.
Use cocoa butter.
Yeah, he uses cocoa butter to keep it supple and soft for hands.
Shut up. No, I don't.
Better than I don't know if you guys have been watching Fish Tank. I doubt it, but one of the guys is a dude named Arye, and he's bald, but he's got wrinkles on his head, and it's just tragic.
What? Wait, why is it tragic? Because he's bald and got wrinkles on his head.
Well, there's a lot of things tragic about Arye, but I don't know if Bruce, did you watch it, but I watched it because Kirsha was on a sponsored weekend watch. So yeah, that's right. She worked with Sam Hyde. I'm his top guy.
Oh wait! Oh, you mean the Ghost of Kiev?
Yeah, for real. Yes, and
the Ghost of Kiev who bombed Iran.
Every school shooter.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask, what is Fish Tank?
It is quite literally, it's Big Brother or a Real World, but it's done on a website run by Sam Hyde, and you can fuck with the contestant.
I'm like
GTS. You have TTS.
Okay.
And you can send them gifts and ask them to do stuff. There's all sorts of things like that.
So wait, like, you never did quite answer the question of why is the guy having wrinkles on his scalp fucking, like, you know...
Oh, he was bullied horribly for it. Chat, like, basically, it's like having the meanest chat imaginable. So anything that you have that's wrong with you, they're just going to troll. So like there was a chick who was overweight on there, and they constantly make had TTS make pig squealing noises.
That's
Talk about how fat she was.
That is so mean. It's funny.
It's hilarious. What it is.
Yeah, that's my point.
It's like the meanest stuff. Like they had one guy who like when he came on, he cosplayed as Zoro from One Piece.
Imagine admitting you're a One Piece fan.
I know. The whole thing was just crazy. They had one dude who had been featured on 90 Day Fiance. He was older, older as in 36. Yeah. But well, you know how that goes. We're old now. But there was a lot of that kind of stuff. So and then Kirsha was egging on the whole thing. She didn't like that guy that was on 90 Day Fiance because he was kind of, I guess, previously abusive. But so she just had chat like gaslighting him and trying to get him all sorts of bad stuff happen. It was crazy. Interesting enough watch.
Yeah, I've never heard of this before now.
I think this is their like fourth season, I think. Third season?
I have to watch it.
It's live all the time.
Yeah, it's on Kick, YouTube, whatever.
And his website.
Yeah, that's if you want the interactive stuff, you got to do the website. You pay for access to it.
Well, I wouldn't watch it there.
No. Just casually watch when you're bored, and you have to be on the computer, so you just throw it on there.
Yeah.
And it's just called Fish Tank. Well, I'll put it this way, Ash. Arye got he told the story of some artist that did, what was it? I forget what cartoon it was, and he told some story about that artist, and it was kind of embarrassing, and so chat gaslit him into thinking that he was canceled on the SpongeBob subreddit. And he was, genuinely beside himself. He refused to get back on. Like, he was just in his bedroom the whole time for like a day. And he was mourning and doing that. And it was ridiculous.
Where are my brothers?
Fuck. Oh, God, I'm so cornered. Fuck.
Okay, but who is REA and why would he care that he was canceled on a fucking subreddit for SpongeBob?
I don't know, dude. I'm like, why is this guy taking this so seriously?
I'm gonna need a Medicaid when we run into one.
Yeah, same.
This one right here.
Where?
Am I tripping?
Oh, well, fuck. Okay, hold on. Let me...
It's fully unused. You guys are good to take it.
Yeah, okay. Of course your character would be racist towards Best Girl.
My character is racist towards literally everyone.
You know, it's funny.
Just like me.
I have a friend who cannot play this game because of Hadron.
Why?
Because his girlfriend is jealous of any female voices.
Oh my
sorry.
God.
Including Hadron.
I'm going to go on record. As a gay man, I cannot tolerate that level of insecurity. I don't know why anybody would for like a mediocre woman. She better be putting the fuck out like so good. Otherwise, I don't know why you would tolerate it. Like, desperate to be fucking with somebody like doesn't even begin to describe that. That is like the behavior of a dude who is afraid of being alone. I'm sorry.
It's called
well, they got a kid now, so it's complicated.
It's not fucking complicated. Simplify it. Just say, you know what? These women are immediately like a 3 or a 2 for having that behavior. And just like feel like, nope, won't date that. That's like a 2 in my eyes. Yeah, she could be like a 10, but immediately loses like 8 points. Look, I have my standards, and maybe it's because I'm not like fucking Coomer brained about women, but fucking come on. Like, every time I read a fucking, like, AITA about, like, yo, oh, my girlfriend, like, made me isolate myself from all of my friends.
Wait for Zeph to catch up.
Sorry, homies.
It's okay.
It's okay.
The wrong
It's
way.
like, my girlfriend made me isolate myself from all of my friends, but then I found out that she has this, like, gay best friend who she's constantly talking to, and it's like, sweetie, that friend ain't gay, and she was projecting. Get those friends back and kick the girl out.
Cornac twin.
Oh. Where are they?
Getting
Shit. I'm getting melted by too many gunners.
Hold on a sec.
I got you.
There. Rover off.
Ammo
If you
here.
actually... I'll pick that up. Ugh. Like, I don't know, every time somebody who's into women's like, you know, it's just as complicated as what women are like, then stop tolerating
No,
it.
that's not. No, there's insecurity on many sides there.
Yeah, it's like,
I
okay.
love my homie, but yeah, he's like, but she's a 10. I'm like, homie, don't treat yourself
that
that
ain't
way.
worth a
That's
10.
2 behavior. I'm sorry, like, no, like, 10 looks. 2 behavior, though, because it all averages out. Yo, a woman brings more than her looks to the table, and if all she brings to the table is her looks, expect that to fucking disappear.
You know, listen.
She's Latina, so she can probably cook really well.
Well, listen. That's the kind of behavior from the kind of lady who's all like a kind of person. Not gonna call that a lady. Who's probably all like, if you can handle me my worst, you don't deserve me my best. Her worst is setting the house on fire because she found she found the name of your sister among your cell phone contacts. Her best is burning dinner so you have to eat out again.
God, this difficulty is so fun.
Look, I'm prone to being like always online and like ordering in because I can't find the time to cook, but I'm willing to learn a damn recipe just to like have something tasty. I don't need somebody else to cook for me like a glorified cook. I will learn. I have taste buds. Yo, fucking, like, there is no what she brings to the table that justifies that shit.
Yeah, only God can judge me, mid-girls. Yeah, hipster, exactly.
Oh, hey, hipster, how's it going, homie?
Hey, hipster.
I smell a foxhound.
Yeah, pasta, lopside pasta is like one of those fucking piss easy dishes. It's like, it's all in the sauce. I'm fucking like, once you learn how to make a decent sauce, like, the noodles, like, you don't need to make your own noodles. Nobody fucking knows. Those that do it as a hobby.
PTSD, PTSD 099, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade.
Thank you, Haro.
Where's the flagrant aisle on my way? Give you guys the damage buff. Just keep throwing your dogs on it, yeah. Because every time you throw your dogs on it, it actually hits it with stun.
Yeah, 3 dogs is actually kind of OP.
Yeah, 4 dogs is even better. You look like Bo, you can just stun lock bosses to absolute death. It's great. Also, dibs on the next ammo drop.
Okay. Dibs on the next one.
Oh, poor Ogren. He's murdered by these fucking disgusting heretics.
I know, man. It's so sad for that poor Ogie. He just wanted to help.
That really is the shittiest thing. Chaos has to fool the Ogrins into wanting to join up. Because they don't want to betray the Emperor.
Traitorous mutants.
Set and running.
Ow!
You get cornered here, that's it.
Yeah, sorry I fucking went on a rant. It's like, look. We're in the middle of Men's Mental Health Month. I will support men telling, like, yo, mediocre women, yo, to fuck right the hell off to hell.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you... Oh, fuck! Help. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw, but the usual Father's Day is a day about mothers talk was back this year.
I have no more ammunition.
It's like, okay, then Mother's Day is a day about fathers.
No, you understand. If it's male exclusive, it's actually inclusive. Inclusive of women. If it's not, if it's female exclusive, it's only about women. That's like when people try to cope and say brotherhood is a gender neutral term. Like, no, it fucking ain't.
It's like, okay, so are we going back to how, like, males default, and you're accepting that now, ladies? I had somebody bitch at me because, like, you know, I referred to a dude in, like YouTube skits by the name of Alex as, like, he, him. And they were like, why are you using he, him pronouns when that name has always been gender neutral? And, like, I've been, like, quietly thinking about that for days, and I'm like...
Because he's a guy?
It's like, okay, admittedly, you're never really given any real information, but, like, it's implicit that the person in question is, like, a dude and gay. But here's my thought. Most European names originate as a male one, with the female being, like, a dovetail. Fucking Alex as an Alexander originates from, like, you know, ancient Greece. And let's be honest, they weren't exactly treating their women, kindly. Fucking Rome, they had 14 names that were all fucking, like, Romulus and Remus's friends, and everything else was, like, a derivative. Julia 1, 2, and 3 were all daughters of the Julia clan.
But yeah, you know...
Baneblade!
You know what that reminds me of, though? You know what that reminds me of? When the Custodes Codex came out, and they were like, well, the Custodes Codex is female names for Custodes, so that means it wasn't a mistake. And I'm just like, those are literally Roman male names. The female names you would get from them were corruptions of those names.
You mean like Altria?
Shut up! we are not mentioning Anaplex's cringe here.
I got you, Zeph.
Ammo. Zeph gets the next ammo. He's red on ammo.
Didn't pop in time, damn.
I wanted to hear the end of those. Those lines interrupt too easily because, like, I wanted to hear about that because, like, that's the second time my dude's asked, like, for suggestions on how to, like, handle the fucking rejects.
He's actually he talks about them like they're children almost.
Wait a minute, are you playing the Fatalist?
No, I'm playing the Authoritarian.
Okay, good.
I'm tempted to play the Fatalist on, like, an alt character, see what it's like. Because people keep bitching about them, and I'm like, they're a Fatalist, what do you fucking expect?
I need to know.
Shut up.
Oh, that's a lot of Ogrons, holy shit!
Yeah, that's what's great about this difficulty. You get to fight mini-bosses. It's why I need my bolters.
Listen, I've got a dog, that's all I need.
You name your dog at character creation. Yes, Hipster.
Yes, you do.
I named mine Haro. Bo named his Sasha. Boobs named his something I will not say on stream because he's not allowed to. No.
No, Boobs, you will not. That's a hard no, Boobs. No joke.
Actually, Zeph, what did you name yours?
Named after a name my dog's name is Millie, but I call her Millicent because I think I'm funny, and so I named this one Millicent.
Plus, I know Millie, like our streamer friend, is watching right now, and you saying Millie's a good dog is gonna like do things to her brain. So yeah.
Oh no.
You walked into that one, Zeph. You know Millie, and you know her predilections.
That's why I named my dog Millicent.
I mean, plus Millicent is edgy. We all know you like edgy shit.
No, I mean,
not a criticism. Not a criticism.
Yeah, he likes everything jet black. Nah, I kid. I said last night to Zeph, like, I'm not really sure, like, I'm not totally sure what B is hoping for with this whole, like, you know, street clothes and cute couples thing, because your favorite color is Delamain red.
Okay, guys, let's get in the elevator, come on.
Sorry. Yo, fucking... You played Red Mage because you loved the fucking the crimson fucker look.
It is pretty cool.
Ammo crate! Ammo located!
Oh, I stole the ammo. I'm sorry, Zeph.
We've got an ammo crate. It's all good.
Oh, you want me to drop?
We got
We've
two ammo
got two.
crates.
Want me to drop one right now? Fuck it. Ammo down.
That's what we came for. You know what to do. Loyalists in the amphitheater. I repeat, loyalists in the amphitheater.
Yeah, again, sorry earlier for the fucking, like, angry rant. I spent too much time on, Am I the Asshole on Reddit. And, like, a common, like, thread, aside from people, like, bashing on dudes for the same shit that they would, like, praise women for, you know, many such cases, is, like, this sort of, like, attitude that, like, a dude should be happy for any attention that he receives whatsoever, even if it's, like, the worst, most domestic abusing behavior. And then, like, people will make cheap excuses for it.
Fuck.
It's like, I'm sorry, it don't work that way.
That. Fuck.
You okay over there, honey?
Nah, I'm okay-ish. Come on.
Do you need me to come back and back you up?
I'm down. I got sniped.
I order you to aid me!
Where are you, Bo? On my way.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm down too.
They're coming.
There we go. Sniper
Got
dead.
you, buddy.
Thanks, man.
I overthrew that nade, but it worked out.
Look, if
Oh,
it
it
is,
was fucking
if it is misogyny to hold women to a basic standard of decency, much as I would a man, then I would rather be a misogynist. You know, like, I'm not over here praising, like, lunkhead idiots who, you know, like, place their masculinity on, I got big muscles, and I drink, and I watch sports. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy went to jail.
Huh?
Liver King went to fucking jail.
Liver King.
Oh my god, wait, Ash, there's no way you've never heard of
I'm gonna
Liver
die,
King.
I'm
I
gonna
refuse to believe.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Oh, wait,
coming.
Bo.
I've never
Bo,
heard of
it's
Liver
F.
King.
Where you at, brother?
No, I'm
Damn
dead.
it, I'm sorry, I meant that for you. That was not for me.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh.
What else? Ash, Liver King is the guy that is like absolute like muscles maxed man and was doing all kinds of fucking steroids while trying to say, oh, if you eat nothing but like raw bull testicles, you can get this swole.
Yeah, and liver, obviously, hence the name Liver King. So he was like, "Oh, this is all natural," but it turns out he wasn't.
Taking supplements, man, I'm so shocked.
Well, you know,
Okay,
and
wait,
he was
hold
a
on.
supplement
No.
seller,
Listen.
too.
He was. Oh, sniper. He was taking them. He was clearly taking them. What do you call it? Major kill peptides.
Okay, I mean this. He was basically a real life space wolf. Like the dude ate nothing but raw meat and was for the record, jacked as shit, but overly so, and decided to give terroristic threats to Joe Rogan, so he got arrested in Texas. It's really fucking funny.
Just damn.
Gather around me, my friends! Oh fuck yeah, indestructible, but it's
Buff
I
armor
play
down.
better now.
What? What was that, honey?
Buff R's down.
Okay. I've got the selfish one, the castigator stance. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, that makes it
No, Castigator stance is actually goated.
Goated with the salt.
Like, seriously, if you need to get someone up and they're in a horde, just turn on Castigator stance. You cannot get toughness broken.
There was a sniper somewhere. He shot at me.
Coming through that door. Sweet. Oh,
Where are you guys? You guys are near me. I didn't know. I was too late.
I smell a foxhound.
Repent! Repent!
Throwing down my buff again.
Hear my decree.
no mercy, no divorce.
All right.
God, I love this game.
Nice work. Now let's see what those stims can tell us.
You just wanted to mag dump your bolter before we left.
No, I couldn't hit him.
Oh.
I can't miss a... If I would have magged up my bolter bow, you know I'll just magged up my fucking bolter.
Oh fuck! I'm the only one who didn't change my stance. God damn it!
And we're all sitting with our popper, and you don't want to sit with your popper.
Stop! You're actually making me feel bad.
I mean, I'm over here
Sasha's
praying.
like, why don't you want to sit with me?
Honey, you're actually making me feel bad.
Although your RBD is also sitting.
My RBDs does sit.
That's because you're a good boy.
That's new shield.
Zeph, if we were not on stream, I would have said something.
Slurs.
But I said nothing because we were on stream.
Another bad day for Wolf.
I just want you to know that.
Another good day for us. He can't be happy that we've shut down his stim pipeline. He's been pulling in the big
You walked
guns.
into it.
You've met him already. Rode in and in the
Yeah,
car.
you really did.
Nasty pieces of work and no mistake.
I cast upon ye empty beer bottle.
A while back. They were mean then. and
Whoa,
grown now,
empty
they're
beer
only
bottle
now.
be upon ye.
Still, with the stim
Well, I don't have a
pipeline
brick in my
down
hand, so I
by
can't throw a
the
brick at him.
You know, Boobs, reminding me right now, there's one picture of this like very stereotypical 1950s dad-looking dude, like smiling with a pipe in his mouth, and the image said, "By golly, you're about to experience an aggravated sexual assault." You cast warm beer. Listen,
Thank God I keep all mine in the fridge. I'm not a fucking German heathen.
I cast sweaty balls stuck on thigh.
Oh, that's no fun.
Atonement is the very worthiest of
Bro, I live in the South. You can't curse me with something that's just a daily occurrence.
That is true.
I cast fucking chapped dehydrated skin despite moisturizing.
I don't moisturize my skin.
Yeah, but that means you live in sweatland. Your skin is perpetually moisturized by your own fucking body sweat.
Return in glory.
You've never known a cold northern wind.
The fuck I have? I lived up north.
Okay, but Ohio isn't really that far north.
The fuck
It's
you
like-
mean it's not that far? It is that far north.
That fur nerf.
Nerf.
It's far north.
That fur
Get
nerf.
nerf.
That fur nerf.
Look, I'm sorry. If it's south of the border, it may as well be Mexico to me.
That would be... Ash. Okay, first of all, Boobs, are you dying? Second of all, that would
Yeah,
make
dying.
that would make the entire United States Mexico.
Yeah, you're bland Mexico. fucking actual Mexico is spicy Mexico. And then further south is spicier Mexico.
Shut the... Shut up. Just shut up.
I'm so mad because I'm making weird sense.
No, I'm mad because that's dumb.
Then disprove my logic, fool that you are.
I'll disprove it with my dick.
You are pleased, Varlet.
How are you gonna do that, Marshall Bottom on of the Black Gaplars?
I hate you.
Love you.
I love you too, but I also hate you. Alright, hold up.
Okay, but I cast that itch you can reach, but it doesn't get scratched deep enough.
Hate.
I cast constantly wet socks.
I cast miasma of weed.
Gross.
Cold weather might be here. Zeph, I don't like cold weather.
The machine god is most generous.
Really?
I don't like... Yes, Seth, it might be here. I don't like it. I don't like cold weather very much.
Interesting.
I actually like cold weather, but then again, it never gets really that cold.
Yeah.
I just like it when it's not
Soci-
sweltering and dying.
Yeah,
Socioeconomic factors might be here.
I mean, you were at one point looking at the idea of moving to like the Pacific Northwest, and then we're like, oh, I can't even get a job there now.
When the fuck did I ever think about moving to the
No,
Pacific
he's talking about
Northwest?
me.
Yeah, I'm talking to Zeph. Like,
Oh,
Boobs,
okay.
I don't think you'd be caught anywhere north or west of the Mason-Dixie line.
I've considered New Hampshire.
No, well, and Ohio.
I've fully considered Ohio multiple
Hey,
times.
listen. Tell me about Ohio.
It's a lot better than people fucking think it is.
I don't get the Ohio was a shithole memes. I really, well, except for that one town that kind of blew up. But, you know, I don't get the Ohio was a shithole memes. I really don't.
Okay, Bo, I know 3 cities. They all begin with C's. Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Columbus.
Columbus, yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, but that's not selling me on the whole, oh, by the way, Ohio's actually a shithole. I don't get it. Like, I don't get those memes at all. Like, what's actually wrong with Ohio?
Potatoes and wheat.
I mean, it's just there's really nothing there, but it's like Mississippi, but in the north. That's really it.
Well, there's some more going on there. Like, you could probably get some tech work in Columbus for sure.
Yeah, but I don't want to live in fucking Columbus.
Yeah, but there's a field of dreams there where they're going to build the next Intel factory.
Be right back real quick.
Nate. Nate sent me a DM of the gun that of Amaro with his gun showing. I don't know what kind of gun that is, but that looks. It's not a Glock. I know that. It looks like it might be a revolver of some kind.
You know what, Zeph? It actually might not be as bad as I thought it is. It's not even 30%.
Okay, boobs. That's
what?
That's enough of that. Yeah, you're sort of skirting the edge with the jokes, dude. I'd prefer you don't. Alright,
Back. Sorry, I thought I heard like a glass fall off somewhere and was like, the fuck?
That was me, Ash. I knocked over your favorite glass.
Like a cat.
Yeah.
No. Like a penguin. Okay, that was like the one funny regular show up or Adventure Time episode where it's just Gunter smashing all of the bottles.
Yeah, but did you know that Gunter is basically a godlike cosmic power?
Yeah, I know that because again, one of my other favorite jokes Of all the wet places I've been, you are by far the most evil creature I've ever encountered. Quack, quack.
Wah.
Quack. What? No, you can't have my soul. Quack. Or the time Gunter stole Ice King's. My favorite episode, when Gunter steals Ice King's wishing eye purely to smash all of the bottles he can find. And my favorite part is he doesn't even go whack whack. He just starts breaking bottles with like no reason. Oh fuck, we're kicking the shit out of the Cardinals.
Fourth ball.
I follow Major League Baseball.
One moment.
Do you like Huey Lewis in the news?
Yeah, that was totally what Lise was doing in Final Fantasy.
You have been a long time from Armageddon, Sergeant.
The desire to know more intensifies.
Surely you yearn to be part of a true military command rather than...
Oh, please. That was the shit that I sent to you, Zaf.
You making me an offer, Mom?
Not as yet. But
We send a lot of stuff back and forth.
Okay, remember like a couple weeks back, you were like, you said something about how like you didn't know what was going on in Final Fantasy 14, and I think you meant in the general, like, you said in the general sense. So I proceeded to spend 2 hours summarizing the story of Final Fantasy 14 up until about the beginning of Endwalker, and fucking initially I'm like, okay, here's the basics of A Realm Reborn, and then I got really jokesy about it, and like, you know, things like saying A Realm Reborn patch content, Alphanod wanted to prove that he's the smartest person in all of Eorzea, so he starts a paramilitary group and you know, goes public with it, and the Lollipop Guild of Ul'dah proceeds to promptly buy him out. Let's see, when it came to Stormblood, I basically said that, like, Lise periodically...
Yeah, that's right. I know, I found it, yeah. To stop the Ananta summoning the Lakshmi was actually motivated by preventing everyone from suffering Lisa's attempts to discuss Hugh Lewis in the news with them. That's right. I okay. God, yeah, now I vividly remember that fight.
Yeah, fucking genuinely speaking, like it's probably the most slapdash way of describing the plots, but it, like, especially because like periodically I'll be like, also Alice Say was there, also Alice Say was like literally just like, also this character was there, as if to say they did nothing and were just there, which is unfair. Because Stormblood was Alice Say's pun arc, where she would like make memes on like her brother a lot, and also like disjointedly conveying things. Like, you could tell, I was like, oh right, a certain major thing happened at this point before they got to this point, so this is what happens. Yeah, so like a whole lot of that stuff. And like, I briefly forgot about Emmett Selk, fool that I am, and it was like, oh right, Emmett Selk was like involved in this particular arc of Shadowbringers. So it was like, also Emmett Selk was here and proceeded to grouch at us, you know, grumble, sleep on a random couch, and then like, be a B and G and shit like that in helping Y'shtola with her flow addiction.
For the record, I want to point out I loved that whole summary you gave. It was hilarious.
I wrote it all, and then after that I was like, did I really just write several fucking lengthy ass paragraphs to a man with fucking dyslexia and ADHD and expect him to fucking read it?
Okay, I'm back.
I do my best. I mean,
okay, yes. But I was like, I'm being kind of like an idiot here. Yeah, I was like expecting like to at best annoy you. After that, was like,
still doing 3, or we back down to 2?
I put it back to 2.
I was like, oh, he's going to like see this and immediately like be like, oh shit. Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh, we got one of the local cops with us.
Hammer funny.
That's it. It was Stormblood's description that I liked the best out of what I.
Bo said I'm not allowed to play my Arbite.
No, I didn't. I didn't say that at all, dude.
Keep in mind, his RBDs is the one with the fucking references to a certain kneeing.
Oh, okay, now, Boobs, you were making very edge case jokes that I wasn't cool with you making. I didn't say you couldn't play the
I'm just
RBDs.
fucking with you, dude. It's fine. Dude, it's good. I literally do not mind playing Zealot. I'm playing Zealot because I choose to play Zealot.
Okay, but I didn't tell you to not. I didn't tell you to not.
I know you didn't.
Okay, whatever.
As you say, do carry on.
Okay.
Let's find that obscura then. Move with a purpose. The boss is watching.
Anyway.
Besides, I like taking all of the crack in the world.
Fair.
I finally finished all of the patch content for Endwalker, I think.
Sweet. That would be all the stuff with Zero, and then it leads into like you meeting Waka Flocka.
Yeah, I'm doing the visiting, like I'm visiting everybody afterwards.
Ah, okay. So like
after Zero stuff.
Oh, okay. So it's like that, like obligatory. We got to the end of our major story patch, patch content. Time to have like a retrospective where you like go around and like remember everyone you fucking met along the way, and like kind of just check in and see what's going on with them.
Yeah, my hot take on Final Fantasy XIV is the game ended. It ended when you beat the end singer. Like, I don't have a drive to go back and play it more. Because it feels like it would be ruining a perfect ending to keep going.
I mean,
I like the
fine.
stuff in the 13th that was done for patch content.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know. It's like, I feel like even if, because I didn't experience all of it, but I feel like even if that was good, it's the same problem for me. The story's over.
I mean, fair.
You know, it's like,
yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. That's just how I feel.
Well, there actually was a plot relevant part that, as far as the stuff for the 13th, because it. Can I tell him this, Ash?
Yeah. Go ahead. I don't mind.
Yeah.
So it, in the 13th is a piece of Zodiac that got cut off.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn, spoilers. Zeph, I was playing that.
No, you're not.
Dude, you're right.
I mean, that was basically like a major thing is that they revealed that like when Zodiac was defeated in the source, the essence of like each fragment more or less kind of discombobulated into that fragment respectively. So like a fragment of Zodiac was on the 13th version of the moon. And was like a core aspect because like the villain from that storyline was trying to essentially, bring about like a change to the world they're in because they're essentially locked in stasis.
Uh-oh.
I don't know, I actually enjoyed the Zero arc, but like I usually expect like the patch content that I usually expect the patch content that's like apropos to like not quite everything. The stuff that's clearly there to drop like plot threads for like later content, do suffer a bit. Like fucking the original like fucking Warriors of Darkness storyline. At the time prior to Stormblood, it like was kind of awkward and annoying, but like I don't dislike it after the fact. It's one of those series, in my opinion, where like certain qualities are
SWAT
improved
deployed.
by like their further context.
Hey, hold
But
on.
further,
Hi Cone? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade. Sorry, I'm kind of locked in right now.
Knowing you, you're probably not pronouncing it right.
Anyway, hon, continue.
but yeah, like I generally like look at a lot of what goes on with Final Fantasy XIV as like certain things require their expanding context. So like a story that's kind of mid now will be improved later, in my opinion. Fucking not always the case, but still.
Please accept my fulsome apologies. Already forgotten, sir.
I don't know, like, I agree with you that, like, part of the problem, hun, with Final Fantasy XIV now is that, like, they did basically resolve their major plot, and now they're, like, kind of trying to establish the new plot. But the problem is that, like, trying to establish the new plot means trying to kind of, essentially, going about kind of Uncharted in, like, in waters without, like, a fucking boat or...
Yeah.
It kind of it
Over here,
feels
guys.
somewhat aimless.
Over here.
We're coming.
That's curious. The vault signal is showing disruption. I'll have a word with April after the mission. Lucky me.
Ooh, medikit.
Alright, time for the ambush.
I will say though, I really hope fucking Gorka Morka over there is basically locked to her fucking content. I don't want to hear the words, oh, we actually don't need 2 leaders, so I'm going to fuck off to Eorzea and follow you around. I'm sorry.
CEO acknowledged that Dawn Trail was a huge drop-off.
Yeah. I will say that is one thing I can genuinely appreciate, like, Creative Solutions 13, 14, whatever. Generally speaking, they're willing to acknowledge when they fuck up. Probably because they're Japanese, but, like, they're willing to acknowledge, yeah, we weren't exactly cooking there. Whereas, like, Blizzard, because, again, I played WoW for years, so, like, that's my contrast there. Fucking Blizzard devs will basically continue pumping out actual shit without acknowledgement. And if they do acknowledge it, it'll be kind of, like, in the most half-hearted fashion, like, being like, wait, why is this succeeding at doing stuff that we did previously? And it's like, because you stopped doing those things 3 expansions ago, Blizzard.
Well, wait. I mean, you're telling me players don't want to have to grind up a new artifact every fucking expansion?
Fucking no. I don't want to have to grind up a new artifact. I don't want to have to collect 1,021 widgets for fucking Khadgar. Because 122 would be too many. It might be a funny joke, haha, but, like, it's an insufferable time sink. And it's kind of like a middle finger to those who are more casual. Which, I'm sorry, in this day and age, like, you kind of have to acknowledge that the casual audience is the actual moneymaker.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put this out there. Props to the Dune Awakening devs for being like, yeah, no, we gotta change the deep desert because nobody wants to go there.
Like, you want it to be your fucking end game, but then you make it like a fucking PvP thing. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I straight up said to Bo and, like, everybody, I do not do PvP games. I've been conned into them many times. I've had people kind of push them on me. I do not want to do them. That is a personal, I will not do this, and you cannot make me. I am 35. I'm not wasting my shit time on that shit.
Yeah. By the way, apparently up to section over half the deep desert is going to be PvP. Which I'm happy with. Like, I don't even mind PvP, and I'm just like, yeah, no. They need to, that needs to happen. You know, there needs to be more of a reason to do the end, there needs to be a reason to do the end game for more than PvPers. Because they're not the majority audience, that's just the simple truth.
Or just make the PvP fun.
No, because not everyone wants to be forced to PvP in a game with actual, like, tangible loss if you die. Just
yeah, like it's like it's not quite permadeath, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And worth noting, and the reason being, they probably want to have a larger than like 20,000 concurrent players for all-time player base like EVE Online. Which, you know, understandable.
Yeah, like, one of the things I always despised in MMOs, like, was forced PvP segments where the game, like, if the game is just a PvP MMO, fine. That's its audience. I will not play that kind of game, but I will not diss them for cultivating that kind of an audience. That is, like, you know, that is perfectly their thing. But it's the reason why I don't play things like Fortnite, or Modern Warfare, or Battlefield. You know, because they are more of, like, a competitive experience that I'm just not down for. But like in games like Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 and wow. Every time there was like forced PvP segment, I immediately dragged my heels and fun just dropped off.
Yeah, Destiny forcing PvP for certain exotic objectives was stupid. Like, remember the sword?
Yeah, the fucking sword. I only got it because I realized you didn't actually need the power for it, so you could just go into PvP, ignore everything, run into a fight and smack somebody with your fucking ice cream cone. And then, like, if they die, that's the point. If you die, so what?
Oh, but then there was, like, say, the chaperone, where, you know, it's like you kill a guy to gain 1 point of progress. If you lose, if you die, you lose 5 points. I thought I was gonna have a stroke getting that. That was ridiculous.
Didn't it take you
It doesn't
until,
help
like...
that Destiny 2 has awful PvP.
Well, Destiny 1 too. We're talking about Destiny 1 right now. But Destiny 2 does have awful PvP. But so did Destiny 1.
I'm sorry, Bo. I forget there's Destiny is 2 games.
Yeah.
I know I said Destiny 2, but I kind of forget Destiny 1 exists.
Yeah, but to be
Then
fair,
again, I try and forget Destiny exists.
To be fair, so does Bungie.
It exists on a console.
Didn't that end up in a court case?
Wait, what?
Oh, right, yeah. They got a class action or some sort of lawsuit against them. Because they basically, like, have been taking content out of the game since fucking, like, release with their fucking, like, equivalent living story nonsense. They were like, oh yeah, we vaulted fucking the original intro to the game sequence. We vaulted, Mercury. We vaulted this, we vaulted that. Like, the whole game is taking away content to give you content. Fucking... I've always despised Guild Wars 2 for its living story and making that something viable in the minds of developers.
So just I'll add on to this real quick, Bo. Basically, what happened was there is a people have been threatening that they are not threatening, but they've been saying that they've been stealing ideas and plagiarizing and stuff.
Yeah.
And what happened in one case, one of the plots to one of the vaulted things, somebody goes, "No, this is my story," and so they try to get it dismissed. And they go, well, it's been vaulted, and so the judge goes, well, since you vaulted it, then guess what? They can proceed with the lawsuit.
Actually, you know what? Something I remember. There was some kind of court case where involving Destiny and the vaulted content, and to try to prove their case, they had to use Let's Play footage because they couldn't unvault because the content was completely gone. They couldn't even make footage of it.
That's correct, and that's in relation to that. It's something Red Queen, or I don't remember.
The Red War.
Red War, yes.
Yeah, the Red War.
Have fun with that hound.
That was the original campaign for. That was the original campaign for Destiny 2.
Yeah. Also, I'm sorry, vaulting it, but we don't have it anymore. I'm like, so you don't have the code, so you got rid of the code. That's not vaulting? That's binning it.
Yep. Yeah, it's a save up on storage space, which is hilarious.
Scrap code.
Eat my fucking ass.
Man, it'd be funny if someone uploaded scrap code to the Bungie servers. I'm not saying I do it, but it'd be funny.
In Minecraft, everyone.
Grenade! This place should be a gold mine. Your servo skull will ident intel caches. You can do the rest.
Yeah, but fucking yeah. When it comes to PvP, I avoid it because like I've been conned by too many competitive games. When I was younger, I was like, Bo's playing this game, I will play it too. Game with game was fucking
What?
Battlefield. Or game was fucking the fucking Warhammer 1 MMO. Yeah, or game was fucking Overwatch.
Overwatch is one of those games I legitimately regret paying money on.
I had actually never played that game.
Ow!
Either.
You played the fuck out of fucking the MCU version.
Well, that's actually fun.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's like the reason I'm gonna. It's like the reason I'm gonna be playing fucking Mecha Break, even though it's a hero shooter, because it's fucking excellent. Oh.
Okay, got it.
You can get back to playing Stellar Blade. I was enjoying that.
The biggest thing that I find, like, okay, so, like, as somebody who played WoW for years and years, I find that, like, those who are trying to onboard into the story have the biggest difficulty because, like, because of the level squish, you don't have to level through any particular expansion. You can level through any of them and hit max level, more or less by doing, like just the questing content of, like, one or more expansions. But that means that you're basically getting, like, a piecemeal of, like, a greater story. But the story is still there, barring a few pieces that they took out, like the Wrath Gates. You can no longer do the Wrath Gates. Which is tragic because the Wrath Gates are literally responsible for Blizzard's, like, doing the cutscening that they do. That technology was developed for the Wrath Gates, and ever since then, it has been the backbone of, like, how they do, like, in-game cutscenes.
Yeah, fun fact, they got the idea to do it from a narrative WoW machinimas.
Yeah, like Tales of the Past and whatnot.
Yep.
So, like, okay, they did that, but, like, ultimately speaking, you can still experience the story. You just have to go out of your way to do it, and not many people necessarily want that fucking thing. But it's still better than fucking Destiny, where it's like, oh yeah, our like intro to the game, Destiny 1, wasn't so great because we were all like, I could tell you the pretense of this story, but I just don't feel like it. It's sad.
No, the worst part about Destiny 2, though, is the fact a new player getting into the game literally gets into the game with your fight. Okay, basically, Satan has taken over the universe. Go kill him. That's your narrative intro to Destiny. You're thrown. Yeah, you're literally thrown into the final push of the original story of the game. It's like, it's awful.
Man, you know what I think, Bo? What I think they should do is instead tell you all of the game's lore through in-game little cards you get that you have to scan to an online website.
Oh yeah, right. Well, when the Destiny 1, when all the lore was on a website, I think it was in the Taken King they finally changed that.
Yeah.
Well, remember, Destiny was originally a completely different game, and then they basically, like, less than a year before release, they scrapped it and remade it with whatever dregs of code they had. And then they did, like... Oh, by the way, they did that again with Destiny 2.
Yeah. Fucking... So, like, they reboot the intro to the game with Destiny 2, then they vault the actual intro to the game, and, like, the intermingling storylines between expansions. So, like, every time an expansion comes out, like, a chunk of the game is taken out, and a chunk of context is taken out. So you basically don't know what's going on with the characters.
Alright, evac.
You don't know what's going on with them. You don't even know why you should care. I guess because they didn't have time to explain why they don't have time to explain.
Clever. Clever.
I love how that's an actual line of the fucking game, too.
Yeah, exactly. It took them borderline 10 years to explain that plot element, by the way.
I think they should have just rehired Peter Dinklage.
No.
I already made that reference today.
He deserves no jobs because he pulled the ladder up on his entire fucking community.
Yeah, seriously. Made it to the top and then made it impossible for any dwarf to get an acting job. Guy's a legit piece of shit. And I hope somebody looks down at him and calls him short.
Ready, Ike? Kick the baby!
No, don't kick the baby.
Don't kick the goddamn baby.
I got a shit gun.
You know, if this streak of success continues, I may have to start learning some of your names. Thankfully, that day remains far in the future. It seems that Wolfer and the
Why can't we just kill Wolfer? Let's do it. Let's do it, Inquisition. It'd be funny.
Just put a cruise missile right into his location. You can do it. Fuck, you wouldn't even do that. Lance strike.
We need Larkin here. Mad Larkin. After he's, like, finished, like, hallucinating about, like, trans, Abbott Martyr. Sabat Martyr.
God damn it, honey. Will you stop with that meme?
Love you, honey.
I love you too. It's just a little annoying. A little bit.
Head pats.
Anyway, hold on. Let me talk to this dude.
Speak to me of your accomplishments.
Why is it not giving me these this reward I passed? Like I passed 3,000 points. It doesn't give me these pants.
You will triumph. I just know it.
To quote Bill Connolly, I hope that when you go home, that Snow White kicks your ass. Yeah.
The tools of war are the tools by which the Omnissiah will reshape the galaxy.
Of course, that fucking Snow White's movies, like, problems extended far beyond, having, like, fucking CGI, CGI, ethnically diverse, not dwarves.
I mean, you saw the original, what the dwarves originally looked like, right?
Just a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of ethnically diverse people. It was the backlash to that caused them to take the movie back to development and redo the dwarves to be CGI. And then the CGI dwarves looked awful too. There was just no saving that movie.
That movie had so many other fucking problems. Like, okay, so like, I remember like one scene that sticks out in my mind where they compared Snow White like kind of washing some steps to fucking Rachel Ziegler washing the steps, and Rachel Ziegler's so fucking put out that she's washing some steps like she's having like a sexism done to her, when like you later find out that like the prince leads like, what is it, like an egalitarian like commune monarchism, where everybody like does their fair share. It's like, okay, so in like the context of that, why is this chick acting like she's so put upon to have to like wash the floors?
I have
no that idea. Like somebody's got to wash the floors. The floors be getting dirty. Somebody's got to do it. Why not you? Is it because you're a princess?
Alrighty. I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna raid someone now. So, you know what? We're gonna raid Riona. Alright, hold up. Let me just slash
Turbo
raid.
Booba.
Yes. Riona. There we go. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna try playing the Forever Winter again. If it falls apart on me, I'm probably just gonna
I'll be playing Dustborn.
Yeah, if it falls apart again, I'm probably just gonna give up ever trying to stream that game again. Great game. I just won't stream it because
have a backup, honey.
I probably will. Yeah, but
You have Dustborn ready.
No, but yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow, guys. Same time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Catch y'all later. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.
Yeah, have a good day, all.
Later.